on the heels of an emotional WrestleMania 40 that we weren't here to tell y'all about because we were all captivated in the action. Some of us watched it from the comforts of homes and screens to hear commentary. Others were in the arena, but nonetheless, we are back. It is another episode of the Before the Bell podcast. I'm one of your three hosts, the Urban Gladiator, Jay Washington, man. It has been a week of highs and lows, good emotions and everything, and fun time. It's a fun time to be a fucking wrestling fan. I
think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I got the looks that drives the girls wild. I got the moves that really move them.
I see she
Wow.
Up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. He's just a sexy boy. He's not your boy toy.
Booker T.
I'm not your Booker T. Booker T. I'm not your sucker. So suckers, welcome to another episode of Before the Bell podcast. I'm Urban Gladiator, Jay Washington. I got a lot of people. He came in here a lot of white. Tell me about yourself. You look like a pastor.
First off, I don't know what pastor you think that looks like, brother. Well, let me tell you, it's none other than the showstopper, the icon, the headliner, Mr. WrestleMania attendee himself.
The balls!
I respect it.
The Mark Break Kid.
The Mark Break Kid?
Yes, sir.
I don't know how you do it. Hey, man, let me tell you something. If the first HBK theme song video didn't go viral like it did, this would have been the moment. But brother, this outfit, where did you get the jacket?
This is from Chalkline Officials.
Shout out to Chalkline, man. Chalkline been coming through with some fire. They hooked you up with the dope Green Ranger jacket. Man. You've been having some dope stuff. Hi, Chalkline. How you doing? I'm here. I love y'all because I saw some stuff and there's some amazing things. We'll talk.
They got some things, man.
But,
wow.
Third co-host. We got to get to him.
First of all, I didn't even see the white boots.
Oh, you didn't see the boots?
Wow. Where do you find white boots? 1994.
It's just on Amazon.
It come in 2 days. 2 days. If you a Prime member. Don't get your package stolen.
Package stolen. And then the Titantron be a dude just down here, ring camera.
Yo, this is okay.
Eat your heart out, girls. Hands off the merchandise.
That would be perfect in that video.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, main event CT. We got so much to talk about, man. And what I would like to start with, believe it or not.
First of all, I like the way you start. Believe it or not.
Believe it or not. This is what I want to start with. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That's where I want to start.
Ooh.
Because truly, that SmackDown kicked off the weekend.
As it was supposed to, and it did its job the way it's supposed to.
Yes.
Since they made it that thing where, since now we've had, remember before, what was it, before COVID, it was just the last SmackDown before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now this is WrestleMania SmackDown.
Yeah, WrestleMania week.
It's WrestleMania week.
Yeah.
And so the battle, I had an issue.
Tell me about it, because I hope it's the same issue I had.
Angel Garza eliminated himself. Like, I'm going to jump over this top rope.
What was it? No, not even him. Your boy did it too.
Pretty deadly.
Pretty deadly.
Yeah. But I was like, what is happening?
It cheapened the Battle Royal completely by seeing those two eliminate themselves. And I'm going to throw you this. How far has Jinder Mahal fallen as a WWE champion?
I'm going to go ahead and just look at my phone.
To be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And also, this is another thing. When they show the entrances of an entrant, you know who's going to win, right? The only two who got entrances were Ricochet and Big Bronson Reed. And I said, okay, I know what this is about to be.
Did Omos not get an
Yes, he did. Omos got it.
Okay, so that's 3.
Yeah.
Omos, though, and this is what I'll say about Omos. And you know I'm an Omos fan, Homo sapien.
Shouts out to Omos.
Shouts out to
I like the camera real
out
quick.
to Omos.
Please, shouts out to the Nigerian giant Omos. I'm saying this directly into the camera.
Trying to get him off your ass, ain't you?
He coming.
Trying to get him off.
He coming, bro.
Woo. But here's the thing. Omos's elimination of himself, it still made him look powerful and preserved. It made it look like he took them out so fast
He took
that
himself
eliminated
over,
himself.
yes.
Yeah, as opposed to people eliminate him. I thought he was a favorite, but I'm not mad that Bronson got it. I definitely thought Ricochet was going to get it, but this would be a good look for either of them, especially if they get their push, which I feel like Ricochet will. But I feel like the Battle Royal should be treated like the Royal Rumble, bro. Like, make that the first hour of SmackDown and just let everybody go out and show us their stuff.
Can I add to that?
Please, I would love for you
I
to
also
add to
think
You're going to keep the red glasses on the whole time.
we'll see.
I just want to know.
Who is he, Scott Summers? Okay.
That's a great reference.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Because 97 is back. All right, brother, keep
really
going.
good. I also think that there should be some, outside of having their name on the trophy, the winner of the Andre.
That's what
I think the winner of the Andre should get a guaranteed title shot or a guaranteed match.
They need to.
If not at the WrestleMania, the next year's almost. I don't know if you remember
A number one contender.
Yeah, like Tess winning the Immunity Battle Royal at that Survivor Series, where it's like, hey, no one can fire me. I think that whoever wins the Andre should have a guaranteed WrestleMania match for the next year's WrestleMania.
Well, let's not even go that far in advance.
Let's do a secondary title though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The US
Just
IC tag title.
Give them a title shot the next week on SmackDown, since it's going to be on SmackDown, or Raw, whoever wins it.
Yes.
Don't make them wait a year, because then a year is like,
you forget about it.
You forget about it all the way. But if you do a title shot, I love that. Or even a stipulation like you said what Tess had, where it's like, you don't get fired.
But I mean, that's only when Vince McMahon was like, you're fired every week.
That's true.
So that's when that worked. But that's where I was going to go. The Battle Royal for that, you say it's this launching pad, and in theory, we know that's what it means.
They don't even let you keep the trophy no more. You just taking pictures beside it.
Hey, get the pose.
Get next to it.
Quick.
Get the pose.
Let's get this out of here. We got a Hall of Fame. We got Thunderbolt Patterson has something to say.
And it's going to take him a day to get out of this ramp.
If you want to talk about the Hall of Fame.
Hold fast.
You want to talk about the Hall of Fame? Go ahead.
Oh, because if we wanted to talk about, there's only one speech we're really talking about.
Well, it's two. But go ahead.
Look. Let's talk about Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Which was other?
You about to say something to get your ass whooped, wasn't you?
Nope.
Some wrestlers about to come after you next. So when we get to the Hall of Fame,
Jinder Mahal is falling from.
It's true. Listen, to CT's point, think about 2 months ago, Jinder Mahal had a promo with The Rock, and he had a match with Seth Rollins the next week. And then we didn't see, and then Seth got hurt. We didn't see anything from him.
Bro, they put everybody. So listen, here's the only difference. This is where I slightly delineate from what you just said, CT.
You just wanted to say delineate. I've never heard
I've never heard that word.
Delineate?
Yeah.
I've heard delineation. I've never heard you. Go keep going.
They hang you in Alabama if you say that word. That's why I ain't never said it out loud. Because that's what they.
To this day,
man. That's one of the laws.
You show education in Alabama.
Who already got lightheaded when he said that?
You delineate. They send somebody after
you.
You
be the nature boy for real. I'm so sorry for offending anybody. That is true lynching, boy.
So here's the problem with what I was about to say.
Yeah, man.
Everybody who
wasn't
on
as soon as you swing up for the tree, somebody be like, woo! Man, this is going to come back to bite us. Keep going, man. Because you wanted to say delineate. You couldn't have just said,
Don't go down south talking like that, boy.
Better keep all that talk on the west.
Your body on the tweet like this.
Wow, that was
oh my God.
That was all Jay right there.
That was all Jay Washington.
That was Jay. That was Jaytavius. Jaytavius
you
Washington.
Just got the picture?
Yeah. I think that's what did it. Me seeing the picture of that. Oh man.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So
2 months ago, he was the man.
But everybody who wasn't on the card.
Yes.
It's basically I get what you're saying about how far they've fallen.
Yeah.
But it literally was every single wrestler who did not have a WrestleMania match that was a guy was in that battle royal.
Yeah.
Now they should have turned around and did the women's too.
Yeah.
To give the other girls a shot. And I guess, look, Cody Rock takes up way too much time every week. So, and then the transition to Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But you can segment this out. You know Rock isn't pretty much going to be on, because was he on SmackDown?
I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't.
No.
So you didn't have to worry about that, right? You don't have to worry about that. So you could have done that. So when we say, yes, 2 months ago, promo with The Rock, Seth Rollins, all these things, this mouthpiece for Indy, sure, all this stuff. But at the same time, it's every dude on the roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only saving grace I give him on that one.
But we agree Bronson Reed should have won that match.
Yeah.
I honestly going in, I thought Omos was going to win.
Yeah.
Because they need to do something with him.
They have to.
Yeah.
It's time. He's been on the roster for so long, and I don't want them to make him just a special attraction. I want him to be able to get his matches out and become such a monster. It's like, for example, I'll give you 3 monsters that they tried to build, and the way that they booked them were different. Number 1, Braun Strowman. Many different times with the Big Show, but Braun Strowman was doing so many squash matches where he was just crushing local talent. And then he started having actual matches, and it was like, all right, cool. And then he started to slowly get the build and the momentum. Then after you see Braun Strowman, they tried it with Omos, but they threw Omos with AJ Styles, and he was able to be tag champion. You were able to see him work a little bit, and you know you're going to learn from AJ Styles.
Right.
Then they started doing it with Braun Breaker. So now he's doing a mix of NXT talent and squash matches for him to be powerful. But what Omos needs now is more, even if it's just pay-per-view matches. Like he had, the last pay-per-view match he had was Seth Rollins at Elimination Chamber last year, I think?
Backlash. When they were in Puerto Rico. Yeah.
So it's like, give me those, but don't just keep him around to be like, ooh, we're going to throw a giant in this situation. Let him cook.
Well, technically, he was also in the SummerSlam Battle Royal that LA Knight won.
That's another Battle Royal.
Oh, you mean last singles match?
Yeah, I want him to have a run. So because how else is he supposed to get?
But here's the thing, though. Who do you put him up against that you have that's beside of Bronson Reed? Okay, so you only really have Bronson Reed, Ivar, maybe Otis. You already done the Bobby Lashley thing, right? Who do you have that gives Omos a good run of matches that you're like, I need to see?
Please say it.
Obafemi.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm just looking at actively on man. I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah.
I'm look at his stand and deliver performance. I'm not mad at that, and even what he's been doing on NXT.
But you're naming people that you could literally have month-long feuds against. Like when you say an Ivar had the feud against Bronson Reed going for like a month of Raw.
Yeah.
Then you got Bronson Reed. That's a long feud. You got Ivar. You got say his name again?
Obafemi.
You got. I just didn't want to mispronounce it. So I wanted you to say it instead of me saying it. You got Oba, right?
I believe because what happened was, let me tell y'all. Here's to pull a curtain back real quick. CT would have called him that N-word probably.
I would not.
The N-word on NXT. You know, you just.
But you got so many.
Can I give you one that I think would be interesting? Omos, Gunther.
These are because now you're actually pairing 2 completely different styles together and creating an entertaining match.
Look, Gunther has been paired with a bunch of people because Gunther is the traditional. He's a heavyweight with the traditional old school mentality.
Yeah, man.
That's his all. Him and The Miz was something you did not think it was supposed to be. Turned out to be great.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
I agree.
Give me Gable. Gable and Omos will be fire. Gable make everybody look great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, until the finishes the Chaos Theory, and then you're like, that's how he pinned him.
Well, no, here's the thing: the Chaos Theory works when it's against a big person.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So like, because when they just wrestled Imperium, you're like, oh, it's just
was it Ludwig Kaiser? Or was it
like,
Da Vinci?
It's a German suplex.
Yeah,
but when you see him like lifted,
German.
I could, I'll eat that. But when it's like a big dude, you see him lift somebody, you're like, oh, okay, I see why that's an impactful move. I see why that's fired.
Now, let's get to the Hall of Fame, man. Number one, before we even get into what I know y'all want to talk about, which I'm going to let you start that, but I will say, it kind of broke my heart to see that Thunderbolt Patterson style was stolen by Dusty Rhodes, and Cody admitted that. And I was like, and then they showed the side-by-sides, and I was like, he took his style, and it's like, that's why I had never heard of this brother. And he literally, when you see what his impact was for everybody took from this dude. But that speech was a little too long.
Yeah, I didn't know he was still alive.
He was repeating a lot of things.
Hey man, that's what you say. When you were alive so long, don't nobody know you're alive. Your time get cut, brother.
Man, but he was going on.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe.
So being there live, I think part of it is because they had that little white man talk for him first. And so we were like, oh, okay, maybe he can't speak.
That's
and
what I
why
thought.
they have this guy going through. And when he said the line of like, Thunderbolt Patterson could say the most with so little. So you're thinking, oh man, so if he's going to say something, it's going to be like a big, quick, hard line. And he was like, all right, don't play the race card no more.
Race card.
And if I could just say a quick prayer, and it was like 20 minutes, and we're just like looking around, watching people leave, or watching people just like try to be respectful, or watching like the wrestlers, like, yo, what is happening right now?
Get your boy.
Yeah.
Do you think that ties into something that I've been seeing a lot on the internet recently, as to limiting the audience for Hall of Fame? Should Hall of Fame be a self-contained ceremony? Or should it still be what it is, where it's fans invited, everything? Should it be like a...
Wait a minute. First of all, thank you to everybody who's watching live and sending comments. So let me get his name a shot. Daniel Jones, CT looks like T'Challa Stark with them glasses on.
Yo.
Hey.
Wakanda Industries forever.
That's he tagging. Y'all tag team.
So yeah, so what if right there?
It's a good
What if Mama Starks and T'Chaka?
That's what it would have been.
Yeah.
T'Chaka and
Mama Starks. Not even Mama Stark. Mama
stepped
Starks.
out on Howard. Keep going.
So should the Hall of Fame be like a small ceremony in like a theater just for talent, family, friends, immediate people, and you have a few fans? Because I think the element of having the entire arena that is still there for SmackDown, kind of, because this is a live audience, right? Mm-hmm. And so you're gonna have that people walking out like, man, what the hell is this?
No, I think you keep it the way it is. Now, what I do think needs to be in its own thing is the Slammy Awards. When I saw that was going to be like in the morning on Sunday, I'm like, bro, I get you trying to cram all these events in, but the Slammies deserves some actual spotlight and attention.
Bro, it used to be on Raw. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It should have been before Raw. Well, I know USA wouldn't have Peacock would have given this one. I feel like it should have been before Raw on Monday night before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Or even do it. I think they got to Philly on Thursday.
No, some got to Philly early.
Well, so like when I was at the airport,
yeah,
I guess I saw Ricochet at the airport on Thursday.
Hold on, man. I'm not ready for this because I need to give you your due. I need to give you your credit. So I don't like the way you're going into it. So stall me out for a second. So I feel like the Slammies should have been either on Friday, even after. Well, no, you can't do it after Hall of Fame. You got to do it before SmackDown or something where everybody's in town. Now, with that said, Jay Washington, we had the pleasure. No, hold yourself, Playboy. We had the pleasure of watching WrestleMania at my home. It was incredible. I preferred to hear the commentary, unless I could go to WrestleMania and go backstage. If I can't go backstage, I'm gonna be like, man, I wonder what Michael Cole to say. Right? I know that's just me. We have a brother that got the opportunity to not only go to WrestleMania 40 in person, but this brother got to go to every single event and witness that for us and for the brand and before the bell. You see the merch. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mark Break Kid. How was the experience, man? What did it feel like, bro?
It was great, man.
Who did you meet? Give us all of it, man.
So I met some of the more like backstage people.
That's what you need to meet, boy.
Met some of the Barry Bloom, I think is his name.
Okay.
I think it's like a big agent for a lot of the wrestlers.
What?
Yeah. Oh, and your boy Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce was there.
I saw Bryce. Yeah.
Shout out to 2K, friends of the show.
Yeah, Bill McKenna, who
Mattel.
Yeah, from Mattel. Mm-hmm. Saw him a few times, and Steve as well.
Did you get contacts?
Not necessarily, no, because a lot of it was so
quick.
When you saw him, it was moving everything. Show was going on, so it's all moving pieces at the moment.
Yeah, and so night one, we kind of just like we met some people and we went kind of straight to our seats and all that stuff. Night two, though, we went through the backstage area, so I saw. I think I texted you guys or maybe, but I saw Drew's like bagpipe boys or what, I don't know what you'd call them.
That's the bagpipe players.
Yeah, the bagpipe players, and I saw the other people.
I like bagpipe boys better. It sound hard as hell.
Yo, give it up for the bagpipe boys.
That's boy. Bagpipe boys.
Bagpipe boys.
I hate that that's the rhythm you have for the bagpipe boys.
I hate that that's what happened. I hate that this just happened.
Why did you go 2006 pop R&B?
Like B2K, but they all got kilts on.
Bagpipe Boys, Andrew McIntyre. Trackmasters, the party slamming.
Oh.
Nick Cannon remix. Keep going. You saw the Bagpipe Boys?
Yeah, I saw them, and I saw Seth. I was like, oh, but it was cool seeing Seth like tell them like, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be fun, da da da. And walking there, and I was also like trying not to like, I'm trying to keep all that contained.
Yeah, you're trying to be cool. Act like you've been there before.
Yeah. So we walked by Jason Jordan. I saw.
Did you talk to Jason Jordan?
Not really, because again, these people are working, and I'm triple layered up.
I got questions.
Yeah, I don't want to bother them while they're working.
Hey man, when you coming back? That's the first thing I
He's done.
I know he's done, but I need
you
him
want
to
to
come
say
back.
it too. I
Yeah, I want to say it. I want him to know he had fans.
Say that to Bobby Roode.
Well, Bobby Roode already answered that. He's like, hey man,
I'm done.
No, I heard he's medically cleared.
But he said he's
medically
done.
cleared.
He said he
he's
didn't want
done.
to. Like he just got to produce the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's true. You're good.
No offense to Bobby Roode, he's not going to main event WrestleMania, so this is like his thing.
That's his thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Who else? Oh, so the big one for me, because I didn't know Bubba Ray was going to be the special guest
Nobody
referee.
did. That wasn't advertised.
But I saw him walking with Jessica Carr, the lady ref, and hearing him say, "Ooh, I'm nervous." I'm like, wait a minute. What is Bubba Ray doing? Why is he nervous? Like, why is he in a referee shirt? All this stuff. And then like later, I was like, oh, like I get it now. Because that's probably a very big difference from what, it used to just, I'm put somebody through a table and cuss them out or whatever. Now he's having, hey guys, don't do that. 10 minutes. Babe, kendo stick shot. How much time? Okay, I'll relay it. Like that's gotta be.
Relay it.
Yeah, that's gotta be like a nerve-wracking thing for someone with that many concussions or whatever. So that was cool to see as well, like watching him in that moment, like just watching someone who I grew up watching be nervous, right? And then we saw Dakota Kai, we saw Becky, which was cool.
Yeah, Becky's the best.
Yeah, and then
did you tell her you're a friend of the show?
No, she was again.
Okay, when you say you saw him, I'm also picturing because y'all were backstage.
Yeah,
so I'm picturing a catering environment, everybody's coming to y'all talking, but you're saying this is like in passing.
Literally, yeah, in passing until we got to I don't want to say it's like it was like kind of a catering thing, but it was like a special event sort of. Okay. Like a lot of the agents and managers. There's some dude the guy who comes up with all the 2K ratings, he was there. Who else?
So he was spot on this year.
Who's Rod?
Rob Fee.
No, I did not see. I saw Rob's wife though.
Oh, Ariana.
Yeah, I saw her. We talked for a little bit. She got everybody shots. You know what I mean? We did the little shoot-sees. You know what I mean? And the big one though for me was walking by Jacob Fatu, and this is before the main event. So I'm thinking, oh, that's Jacob Fatu. This could be the night that he debuts, but then that would kill whatever Cody's gonna do. Because if Jacob Fatu debuts, then Cody can't win. But if Cody wins, then this probably ain't gonna be when Jacob Fatu debuts.
I think I know when.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold it. Hold that. Wow.
Yeah.
He's actually signed. He's there. It's not just a rumor, is what I'm getting.
No. It was made official. It came so
backstage.
The thing was, it was dropped official an hour before night 2. They did it with one of those fly under the radar news stories.
Because everything is so big, you ain't gonna pay attention to it.
You ain't gonna pay attention to it.
Because we know what that storyline is about to be, which we will get to.
Which we'll get to in a second.
I'm almost wet.
Yo.
I can't have a grown man look at me go. I'm almost wet. So but I think we'll talk about it, but I think I know when he's going to debut.
Yeah, but a few other people I saw that really intrigued me, Ricky Starks, QT Marshall from AEW, and Dustin Rhodes.
Missed the moment, Martin Morrow.
All of so Cody's real family and friends, the true people, regardless of what company they work for, were there.
I just wanted to see them at least let Dustin
should have
in the ring
that's the one part I get negative. I get Amanda Huber and her son, who was Brody Lee's son. I get that. Mm-hmm. Dustin should have been in the ring.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like damn the tribalism. Damn, he works for this company. At that moment, that is his brother.
That's his brother.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Brandy wasn't hype enough for me. I sent that to y'all in the group chat. Listen, man, when they showed that video and they were like, 1, 2, 3, she was like, Can I go out there? I was like, Brandy.
First of all, I waited. You know how we have those wait to say something to the show?
Yeah.
I waited to say something to the show to you.
Let's hear it.
Okay. In our group chat, you said, Brandy, you knew he was going.
No. I said she's reacting as if she already knew.
Well, she might have got told, like I said. So one of the things I told him, I told CT, I really believe in my heart now, Cody said last year he didn't know he wasn't winning until halfway through the match, right? I believe Cody didn't know again until right when he was about to go up in the elevator. And how do I know? You can't see this on, because you're not at, well, you were in the suite, so I don't know if you saw the TV or you were just watching the action live.
Yeah, we were watching live and the screens, but yeah.
Cody's face, he had tears in his eyes. He was fighting back. My belief is, and I've seen this happen before, right before he's about to go up the elevator, Roman comes to him. He thinks Roman is saying something about the match. Roman says, hey, he's like, yeah, congratulations, and walks off.
You think Roman said it to him?
I guarantee you, because it holds more weight to have Roman tell you than to have your agent, whoever the agent for the match was, Bobby Roode, who's the producer, Hunter, any of them.
You think it means more coming from Roman than to hear it from Triple H?
Yes.
Or Nick Khan?
Yes.
You are on narcotic.
I'm telling you why. Because you got, here's why.
Your prime time
No.
Colombian Bam Bam.
No. And this, to the chat who are watching right now and engaging, to those who are watching on YouTube, get ready to interject on this. Here's why it means a little bit more.
I'm listening.
Roman has carried this company for 4.5 years.
One of the greatest of all time.
If not more.
He's been carrying it for a decade. Right. Let's be honest. They've been phasing Cena out for a while.
Can
I come back in? Go fight Miz and Nikki.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So it's literally been like a decade.
Yes.
Roman has been the man.
Roman has been the man. Now, Triple H knows, of course. Triple H knows the business. But Triple H also understands that moment, because in order to get the moment you finally have, this dude also has to be saying, I'm with it.
That's
just like Cena's hair has been phasing out.
That's cold.
Yo, that's petty.
Mark, you
on a beautiful level. But again,
I want your dealer's name, because the people out there need they deserve the quality.
Let me finish.
All right, keep going.
They deserve the quality.
The quality of high that you're getting. They deserve that.
So you get, Roman is the guy.
Yes.
He's the Roman is the locker room leader. People respect him. Triple H is still doing his thing, running the company, making things move. Nick Khan is also behind the scenes and stuff like that. But Roman saying to you, congratulations. Because when they run down this card, I'm pulling the curtain back a little bit to all of our friends who are in the companies. I'm not going too far. Just let me have this moment before y'all come in DMs and be like, hey, when there's a crew meeting for the show, let's run down the card. Match 1, blah. We'll talk about the finish. Match 2, blah. Or they might call it, and they might say who's going over, what's happening. Match 3, blah. This person's over, this is what's happening. Match 4, blah. Main event, Cody Roman, we'll get with y'all. They'll say, we'll get with y'all.
Washington.
So from there, they talk the match out. Cody is so good, he can work on his feet.
Yep.
The match is set to where the finish is. More than likely, Cody was told, you take the pin. We'll finish your story, but take this pin. You're going to eat this pin. So Roman knows, Triple H knows, Nick Khan knows they're passing this on. They know this. So right before Cody goes up, instead of waiting during the match, right before you go up, congratulations. Cody's face, you see the tears, him looking at the crowd, because he knows what's about to happen.
We saw the tears. Yes.
Go ahead.
Number 1, give them his name, the dealer, so they can find him, his social media, whatever. This is the thing, Jay.
Genie Lamp.
This is Genie Lamp. Okay. Anyway.
Wait, it took me about 15 seconds to realize what he said.
So, number 1, this is not 1998 ECW. They are not setting, this is a multi-billion-dollar company now. They are not setting every superstar. Now, if this was NXT Stand and Deliver, if this was SmackDown for the Battle Royal and the finish of that night,
Because I'm
then
also
this
we're
would
gonna
be
have to
that.
engage these comments too. Mark, can you
But
see the
if
comments
this-
better than we can because of the cameras? Just
But
look
if
at it.
this was that, absolutely, they're setting the entire card down. This high profile list of matches, they're not
CT,
saying, everybody, come on down to catering. All right, get your potatoes. All right, bet. So here's what we gonna do.
Why the potatoes?
Pass me the strawberry. All right, now everybody, this who's going over. Also, Logan Paul, it's not like
I'm
that.
telling you, you're talking to somebody who is.
You're not listening.
Okay.
I'm saying that this is not those promotions at this point anymore. Vince ain't in charge.
Matter.
This is a big company.
Let me tell you something. The company in itself is one thing. The way business is run, as far as breaking down a match and shows and backstage and getting the crew, getting the guys and girls together on the card together and talent.
You know how I know it's not that?
Go
Are
ahead.
you ready?
Yes.
You are deserving of all your praise. You are an actual wrestler.
Yes.
I've never put my body on the line.
Yes.
You have been in companies and multi promotions and doing all of that.
Yes.
I, just like you and just like you, have these actual friends who
Yes.
are in the WWE. And when I'm talking to these people, I know that there are so many leaks that they can't afford to do something like what you're talking about.
I'm talking about it only happens before the show. I'm not talking about.
Go ahead.
I'm not
Martin.
talking about the whole day.
I was just gonna say they have like a documentary coming out about the whole feud and how it. So whatever happened, they taped it. So either we're gonna find out when he found out, whenever that DVD, whatever it is, YouTube,
Which was supposed to drop Wednesday, but did not.
Yeah,
because they said they were adding some more footage from what I heard.
Oh, they better be adding.
Yeah, I guess they'll either add a congratulations or a meeting that happened 6 hours before where Triple H, oh yeah, Cody, you got it.
Joshua Canovas, these guys be saying nonsense, but I love it. I think you misspelled Jay Washington, but I will say, Sheldon Jackson, I agree, Roman is the locker room leader. Okay.
Yeah.
I see Cody getting emotional from getting news from Roman. Okay. Is Roman the main locker room leader since he's not traveling as much? These are great questions.
Yeah.
Just waiting on WWE to drop the behind the scenes curtain video. Daniel Jones, same. They delayed it to add more. So you're right.
Yeah.
So now let's go straight to night one. WrestleMania, bro.
Open with Rhea Becky.
Woo!
Becky was sick, 103-degree
Blew me
fever.
away.
I'm giving Becky Lynch a
Strep
round
throat.
of applause she deserves, because with strep throat, you said, damn this is WrestleMania. I'm still finna perform.
Which is also wildly outrageous because that is so contagious.
Yeah, all she had to do was like cough.
My
God.
God.
Cough in Rhea's mouth.
This is my brutality.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Hey, yo. I was hearing Corey Graves say that. I was like, oh my God. Like, Becky's a friend of the show. But I was like, I know this is WrestleMania too. So it's like, what other option do you have?
Mm-hmm.
But props to her, man. But we give them out applause. Before we even get to night two, we have to give the MVP
Samantha
for WrestleMania. Both nights, the weekend, and I'll go on to say for the whole year 2024. And the MVP is Seth Rollins. Round of applause, guys.
Seth Rollins, okay.
Round of applause. Don't leave me out here like this.
I thought you were going to say Samantha
I thought
Irvin.
you were going to say Samantha Irvin, because she's the MVP of WrestleMania.
You see us clapping? You gonna clap with us?
No, not really. I'm not going to give you this one.
I'm not gonna put you over. Heart. Get that hate out your heart, man.
No, I can't give you that. I give Seth Rollins
when we get to that, yes, keep going. It's night one.
I give Seth Rollins all his. That man has worked.
It's too late. You got to go to night one. I just jumped ahead so we could jump back. Night one, first match. Rhea takes it. We knew it was going to be the ending.
Yeah, we knew that. We knew that.
Which I didn't know Samantha Irvin could play flute, by the way. That was
While they found that out.
To the Razor Ramon theme.
You know who knew she could do it?
Shut up.
I'll say, I know Ricochet got her early, and I'm almost mad. I'm mad that Ricochet saw this diamond and got her out the rough before anybody knew all these skills she had. He saw that episode of American Idol and was like, I must have her. She cannot be available to the general public. I hate you, Ricochet. I hate you with all my heart.
Wait, was she an American Idol?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Exactly. He knew everything. He knew her stats, bro.
He was on her Wikipedia like,
oh, yeah.
But shout out to everybody in the chat like, CT.
Hey, Triple H, I got another ring announcer for you. Mike Rome was like, hey, I'm going to ring announcer. He was like, shut up. Hey, I got a ring announcer for you.
And Mike Rome is the homie, too.
He's a friend, man.
Let me tell you something. I was like, when I heard, first of all, in order for me to hear Mike Rome was not calling anything, I was like, yo, is Austin sick?
Right.
Can I just say, if we just clip that out because you have tears in your eyes right now, so if someone just heard you say, yeah, Mike Rome, I was like, is he sick? If you're like, yo, Jay Washington drops that Mike Rome dying. It's going to be on Sean Ross Sapp has reported that Jay Washington claims that his best friend Mike Rome is on death's door.
Somebody said, yo, my grandmama watched this show, CT.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. Sorry, Randy.
So, but like, yeah, so again, with Seth Rollins, though, that man's work to take a title that had just been started.
No. We still got to be night one.
Okay, I'm just saying, when you said the MVP, I'm just going to...
No, because I'm going to elaborate on that. So we can't even get to it.
What was I don't even remember the order of matches, too.
So,
tag team was number 2?
Rhea Becky. The next match was the tag match, right?
Right.
No. The ladder match. Yeah,
It was the ladder match. Yeah, it was the ladder match. Which, by the way,
over-delivered.
Biggest shock of the night was basically, I feel like in my heart, and I was telling you this, I told CT this, was Triple H saying double middle fingers to you, Dave Meltzer.
Yeah.
And giving A-Town Down Under the SmackDown Tag Champs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because remember we were talking about, there's a rumor that they may be pulling out this match and replace with Pretty Deadly. And they pull, you see Grayson Waller grab the hook. CT can tell you, I was in the screen like, hold the fuck up. What is happening?
Yeah.
I was like, hold on.
Because here's the thing. When we got that news, we were like, how would they even make that make sense when Pretty Deadly literally just lost their opportunity to get into Mania? So I love the swerve, but also that tag match, without having to make a big deal about it, separated the tag titles.
Yes.
Which I love as well.
Perfectly.
Because now we have all these sets of tag teams that are able to now really have that division.
Yes.
Can I give someone their night one flowers?
I want you to. I'm calling 1-900 flowers right now, bro.
I thought it was 1-800.
That's what it is too.
Yeah, but see, so yeah, it's the 900. It's a different deal. Yeah,
That's what it gets you quicker.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Instead of paying the tax, they give you the
You get it in the
Timu.
The Timu flowers.
You get a suit with it.
all leathery flowers.
all of them.
R-Truth, man.
Yes.
Bro.
The hot tag. Much stuff.
The pin was crazy.
Dude, so much stuff he did in that match.
Yeah.
Because like that's a match that usually is like chaos. And for him to be able to hold it down, have those moments, those spots where you're like, R-Truth is really like the pop when he finally
grabbed
it. When he grabbed it.
Because you knew it had to be him and not Miz.
Yes.
You knew it had to be. And you heard the crowd pop every time he got close compared to anybody else from Raw.
Hey, man, shouts out to Damian Priest when he grabbed the ladder and Jessica Carr told him, get the ladder out of there. Damian Priest, get the hell away from me.
You better get you.
I don't know if you saw it. Damian Priest at one point, he brings a ladder in, and Jessica Carr was telling him, so I guess he wasn't supposed to have that one in. Damian Priest, get the hell away from me.
Yeah, she was grabbing his
ankle.
ankle.
Was like broken?
Yeah, he was going up the broken ladder, and then she was grabbing his ankle, and he's like, yo, hey, I'm trying to do something. And then he got off that, got another ladder, and then it went from there. But it was like, that was definitely a moment. The communication was not there. She grabbed his pants leg. And let me tell you something, no matter how professional you are, when you get your pants leg grabbed, you be so annoyed, like, what are you doing? I'm wrestling. That's what the look was.
I'm wrestling.
That was crazy, bro.
Wait, how often do you get your pants leg grabbed?
That's a good question.
In a professional
In a
setting.
professional setting.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you made it seem like it happens a lot more.
Like, when you get your pants leg grabbed?
Like,
All
you going on stage and someone's like, hey,
CT.
Can you do this joke for me? I want to do.
You know what's funny?
They
You'll
the same
say it.
height.
Who's my same height?
They say your height, but they grabbing your pants leg.
No. Here's the thing. I've been doing comedy a long time, and a lot of older comedians do this thing where before you're going up to the stage, like they're calling your name, ladies and gentlemen, he's the Mark Break Kid. He's Martin Morrow, and the crowd starts clapping. As you walk by me, they grab you to keep you from going up. It's like a
little rib, yeah.
It's a little rib, but it's like it gets annoying really quick. Yeah. And every time that's ever happened to me from a veteran, I'm always like, hey, and it's like that look that Damian Priest gave you. So to answer your question, several times.
Okay. Yeah, somebody say, hey, don't do that one joke. You be like, hey, what the fuck?
No.
You ever have that one that be like, hey, don't do that one joke? You be like, what joke? I gotta.
You know, funnily enough, me and Mateen had to do, we did a show Thursday night, and they were like, hey, which one of you guys wants to go first? And Mateen's like, you ain't gonna do none of that singing shit, are you? And I was like, no. He goes, all right, you can go before me. I was like, okay.
He let you know the kryptonite.
Yeah. He's like, let me. But then Kevin But he got mad because Kevin was like, "Yeah, man, you had a hard time because Martin, you had to follow Martin, so I understand." He was like, "What are you talking about? He don't understand comedy. He just don't understand comedy."
I hate when a crowd tell you what you did
But
wrong.
it's a mutual friend. Kevin is one of the mutual homies who's been around all of us. He's a wrestler as well. And it's like, yeah, Mateen, you just had a hard time. I can see Mateen's face going.
Yeah.
You can see the smoke.
Who's been doing comedy longer, you or Mateen?
So he did a comedy class. I started when I was 18.
I know how you do it. Mateen started doing the segregation era. So if you go back to those 70s and 60s eras of stand-up, when it was just black people fist pumping, that's Mateen. His hairline tells you all the struggles.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Mateen.
See, I didn't do all that.
No, I love it. Here's why, because I always bring up the hair shit. Mateen got mad at me one time when he saw I had hair. Remember when y'all found out when the day of the bullshit race, when I messed myself up and I lost? Mateen didn't know, so you saw I had hair. Mateen didn't know I could grow my hair. So Mateen was like, "You grow hair?" I said, "Yeah." So I always mess with him about that. Nope. Okay.
Oh man.
So WrestleMania night 2,
So night one.
the night one, the ladder match.
Shout out
man.
to Mateen, friend of the show.
Friend of the show. The ladder match was great though.
Yeah, the ladder match, boy. What was the match after the ladder match?
Was that one Jimmy versus Jay, was it?
No, it was the sixth
No, it
one.
was. It was Jimmy versus Jay was next.
The sixth woman was on
night one.
So Jimmy versus Jay, which was,
Oof.
I thought, it exposed both of them.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
You realize after that match, they don't have a moveset.
They have the same, each other.
Yeah. It was like when you are playing like Mortal Kombat and you're like, oh, I want to be Scorpion. I want to be Scorpion too. And then y'all just both like,
both Johnny Cage
get over
both
here.
Johnny Cage kicking each other, flash kick. Because it's like, you would think there'd be some extra moves to see besides the Uso splash, Samoan drop, super kick.
Yeah.
But you didn't. And we wanted more. It was built up so much more. Every 15 years, there's a brother versus brother story at WrestleMania. This is a big deal. Also, we found out today, I think you posted it, they tried to get Rikishi, but the money couldn't happen.
And that pissed me off.
Yeah.
So to talk about the match, I understand what you're saying about the movesets. That's not their fault because that match should have had more spectacle. However, knowing what we know what will happen in night 2, they couldn't give you 2 of the same match, right? At the same time, bless you. I love the match. I definitely realized that they definitely needed something in there to happen instead of it just being that match for them. Like it should have been, Rikishi should have been there. This is their father.
Because Solo can't be the person.
You're making more money from doing this appearance at WrestleMania 40, and this is your children, than you would before.
Wait,
in the comments, Ravens said, I'm glad WrestleMania is over because The Rock was like one segment away from dropping the hard R on Cody. Wow.
Hey, the way they kept calling him boy.
Look at you now.
Look at you now. That boy had twang to it.
And the way The Rock would deliver, he kept saying the final boss.
Yeah.
Every chance he got, he was coming out of rap. Oh, you gonna miss me? The final boss. I was like, he really likes this moniker.
When he was in the ring with Taker was like, who out here trying to fuck with the final boss?
What the final boss?
The final boss is right here. Who is with the? Oh man, listen, brother. Look, you are Hall of Fame. I respect you.
Yeah. You definitely could have come out there as Rikishi. This is you're the father of these boys.
What else, Rikishi? Where are you working right now?
But here's the thing. This is what I noticed about Rikishi, all due respect. When I met Rikishi at a Sin Bodhi wrestling event in like 2015, shout out to Sin Bodhi.
I would love Sin to come on the show when he's in town, but he lives in Vegas, so
Vegas right next door.
But he's rarely in LA.
You could throw a rock and hit Vegas.
Depends what type of rock you're talking. Go ahead.
Tell them about your dealer. So when I saw Rikishi at this event, I was like, hey man, you're super dope. And he was like, oh man, thanks. And I was like, hey man, can I get a quick picture? He's like $50. And I was like,
wow.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Wait, for like a selfie.
Okay.
And what year was this?
2015.
He inflated prices before inflation.
Yeah. And here's the thing though. I never have a problem. I'm never gonna knock a brother hustle.
I'll show it to you.
I'm never gonna have a problem paying a quote to take a picture with somebody when we're in a
I
setting
know exactly what
of
that was.
this is how much my pictures cost.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But in that environment, it wasn't that kind of like it wasn't even a meet and greet. And it was just like, yeah, $50. And I was like, all right, I get it.
Well, you understand.
And I paid him in his bread, respectfully, but
Well,
it was one of those things.
Well, you know what's crazy? Because I saw him at
CT.
I saw him at Planet Fitness this had to be like 3 years ago now. But like he took us, he was like, oh, let's take a selfie.
I
And
don't
was-
understand.
money wise.
Oh.
There's another. I'll tell you.
Okay.
when we get on there.
But yeah, he was like, oh, I was like, oh man, because he just sat in the like the chair, the
Yeah.
like vibrating chair. And I was like, oh, that's Rikishi. And I was like, hey man, I just want to say a big fan. He goes, oh, let's take a selfie, brother. And I was like,
Okay.
oh. So I guess he learned from that experience, or maybe it
It
was,
was like
a
I'm
different
charging
environment.
people.
Yeah.
Hey man, I didn't knock the hustle. I definitely was excited to meet the brother, and I get it. It threw me off because of the environment.
Did he just take one picture?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't. That's
Not
nah.
for
We
50.
would have to do a full photo
But
shoot.
this
Yeah,
is
50
2015. Social
Still.
media is out, but you're not.
Profiting off of it.
Yeah, you're not doing it like you are now
Right.
compared to
Right.
then.
I see Rikishi at damn near every Comic-Con he's at. So, again, knowing each other from the business and stuff.
Nice guy.
I'll see him and he'll like, what's up, Oos? We'll start talking for a minute. And then people will come around. I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna let you get your bread. I'll come back. Like, hey man, come back around, Oos. And like, he's a good
That's
dude.
good, man. I
Good
didn't say
dude.
anything disparagingly about him.
Yeah.
But I will say, after that match, then we saw the young ladies, which is Naomi, Jade, and my main.
Wait. You skipped over Ray and
No, you didn't. Don't nobody care.
Ray and Andrade versus.
Because that match disappointed me.
That disappointed you more than the Usos match?
Yeah, well, just as much. And I'm going to tell you why. This whole thing, so Ray and Andrade versus Santos and Dominic built up to be this one big match leading to one major thing. Carlito turning.
But I think they're building to that because they kind of aimed that on SmackDown, which we'll get to. But
I mean, at this point, we don't need to get to really SmackDown. Or we passed WrestleMania SmackDown. Or,
no, I mean the post SmackDown,
yeah,
this past week
post-SmackDown,
SmackDown. But I think it was quick. It did what it needed to do. What I was going to say, Jey Uso should have debuted a new move during their match.
I would have loved it.
I would've
Because he
loved
just got the spear, and he took the spear. And what else did he take from? I think he just does the spear from Roman.
Why did he stop doing the Tequila Sunrise?
Still a pile driver.
Wait, what?
Wait, you're talking about tequila? I'm thinking about.
So
Let me tell you the move I'm thinking about. I'm
Okay.
thinking about top. You jump off the middle rope, you kick them, you jump. Their head is in between your legs. You flip into a pile driver.
You talking about
Panama
Sunrise.
Surprise,
Sunrise.
as
Yeah,
opposed
Panama
to.
Sunrise.
So the Tequila Sunrise was Conan's like submission finisher that he would do, and there was a while where Jey Uso was doing it, and then at some point he just stopped doing it. But I think that would have been a good move to bring back. There was a lot of different moves they could have. I think he could have added to his repertoire to really cement him as the better Uso.
Yeah,
The moment that was supposed to be the moment
Mhm.
was supposed to be, I'm sorry. Boom. Turn like that was supposed to be the moment, but I don't think that's what it is.
Jey Uso should have stink faced his brother.
pause. So now when we get to.
Wait.
After
I just want, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages watching and listening to Before the Bell, I just want us all to take umbrage and make sure we acknowledge the fact of how quick CT has
That was
these
a-
pauses on deck.
That was on the tongue. Pause.
Pause. So now when we see the match with Damage Control, we see my main ace, Boone Coon, Bianca
Pause.
Belair. I'm
That's
talking about
on
women.
That's on-
I just did it for Coon. That's all.
That's not how that works at all.
At all.
It doesn't. You know what? I tried to have one and it didn't work.
You can't force it, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
can't.
That's like you've been on 4chan too long. I feel like something they do on 4chan. Like, yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
4chan?
yeah. I'd be like a 4chan thing where like some angry white dude's like, yeah, we pause on Coon now. It's like that's not what.
That's not what we
Okay.
do.
All right.
But when we see Jade, Bianca, and Naomi go against Damage Control, the match was great.
Entrance was fire too.
Oh man, entrance was fire, but it was
For
so
both
cold
teams.
because they
Yeah.
were freezing. Night one was
Yeah.
obviously more cold for.
That's why Jade had on a wig. Make sure that hair stay warm.
Well, that's her thing. It's always a wig.
Well, she had the shorter, because it's like you tell a regular packed hair down to keep that heat insulated so your body, because you got on the shorter suit. But they do have heaters around the ring at least.
Yeah.
So that helped. I mean, you got to get to the ring. That's the thing. You got to get from the entryway. You're like, oh, in Gorilla, we kind of warm. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, man. So after I saw the match,
that was.
Yo, man, Jay Washington, boy. So now we see that match. We go straight into night one's main event, which is low key the match that has to happen. It's Bloodline versus Cody and Seth. And I didn't expect The Rock to look that great in the ring, bro. The Rock looked amazing. I know he'd been training for the 12 weeks before, but that match looked even better than his previous run 12 years ago against Cena.
Yeah.
I loved it, bro.
I think you had to see the nerves get off of him at first.
Mhm.
You know that.
Maybe like goosebumps. He always got
Why'd
goosebumps.
you?
That's what
He
he
was
did.
smacking the hell out of his arm,
But it
bro.
was the
I'm like,
face
that's
one
gotta
thing
hurt.
when he didn't do it again. He had that bubble from Forrest Gump bottom jaw.
Hey, Martin. He smacked his arm. Oh, where's Jay Washington's dealer at? I need my stuff. The callbacks are incredible because he's on that narcotic. Hold on.
Anyway,
Let me acknowledge.
his interest
Yeah.
was long.
Oh,
So long.
Gunther versus Sammy. We did forget
That's
that.
right. Gunther versus Sammy was right before that.
The mana.
What did they say?
What do you think about Gunther versus Sammy?
I think he shouldn't have won.
No, that was the match. That was the night one match of the night. That match was fantastic. We popped huge when Sammy won. It was because it was so unexpected.
It was.
and you saw if you go back and look at the previous few weeks, it was Gunther being so cocky that he was like, "Oh, this is light work. I could be Sammy in my sleep."
Yeah.
So it mates, and even during the match where he's power bombing Sammy, where he's chopping Sammy, where he's splashing Sammy, where he's just like, he just had infinite specials or whatever. He just turned the special meter on all the way and was just killing Sammy. But Sammy was like resilient. He was like, no, I'm holding tough. And I think whatever's going to happen with Sammy and Gable next week on Raw, this is going to enhance Chad Gable to a level that we would not have gotten had Chad beaten Gunther.
I disagree. Elaborate.
Chad Gable works better as a heel.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, that's short about that.
So next week's match, Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable's in Montreal. This whole time they've been setting up like Gable and Sammy as friends, and Gable coached him. Gable's still pissed off that he lost that gauntlet match, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, the whole thing is, I don't want to embarrass my family, I don't want to embarrass your family. But Chad Gable, right before Sami Zayn came out, he said, hey, remember you owe me one after this.
And then on Raw, Chad comes out and helps Sammy out a little bit. Your phone just fell on its own.
I heard it.
Just on its own. It just wanted to fall.
I heard it.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. But no, so Chad comes out and helps Sami Zayn. And then Sammy was like, man, thank you. I appreciate it. We even now. Chad Gable was like, no, the hell we not.
No, but they're in Montreal, Sammy's hometown, in front of Sammy's family, Sammy's people. Chad Gable will be strapped to a rocket will be strapped to him if he cheats and beats Sami Zayn for the IC title in Montreal.
Is that what you think is going to happen?
Yes.
Yes.
First of all, I hope that because I'm a Chad Gable guy. However, I felt like we all saw this writing on the wall. Chad and him were going to be beefed out. What I never like the first opponent to a new title challenge. Because you know how it's going in.
But I think we've gone away. I get what you're saying, but I think sometimes too, over years, we always knew of this term called transitional champ.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want to think of main eventers, which Sami Zayn is, being a potential transitional champ.
I don't think they would take it off Gunther for him to be a transitional champ.
It would, because I think it's more believable in story-wise. You have Sammy, who's, like you said, Gunther underestimates him.
Yeah.
Right?
And Sammy's too trusting of Chad.
And Sammy's too trusting of Chad. I think that's a perfect story the way to go through it.
It's not going to happen, fellas. He's going to retain on Monday night.
Bro,
and that's
also,
what makes me angry about Gable losing.
Let me tell you something. If Sammy can give the same brain buster to Chad Gable he gave to Gunther off the top rope, oh my. I was like, yo.
Well, let me
Gunther
ask you
should
this.
still be champ.
Then let's say Sammy beats Chad.
He will.
Okay, we'll see. Do you think Chad then turns on him right afterwards? And then you set up those two in France?
That's what happens. But even then, Chad won't win. My point is, Chad cannot get the title, and it's like, why are you wasting this talent, bro? He deserves another
Let me
run.
ask you this question: why are you so against it?
Against which part?
The Chad Gable just taking it off Sammy, because it doesn't.
I'm not against him taking it off Sammy. What I'm
talking
saying
about
is,
right now, like in
I
this
don't
moment,
like him being the when you have a 666
66. That's what it was.
day run. And you have this being the guy that beat him. You had two legendary runs, Gunther's and Roman's.
Mhm.
And you have Sammy beat him. I didn't think Sammy was the guy for it, but I'm still a Sami Zayn fan. I just know that he's ready to go to the main event scene picture to hold that title. I would have rather he lost and went straight to start facing Damian Priest by SummerSlam. However, I don't like the first opponent on a new champion because you know they're not going to win. I have seen transitional champions, but I don't like the fact that Sammy will be a transitional champion when Gable could have benefited from that W more than Sammy in the long run just to make Chad Gable a heel. And now, if Gable would have been maybe the third competitor for that title, I'm all open for it because that would have meant something.
I respectfully disagree.
It's fine.
And so here's why. The story that Martin and I just said, how we strung it together.
Are you looking at nudes? I don't have my glasses on.
No.
Yo,
it just
what?
happened.
Yo.
That was a nude. Why you go back
No,
to
it
that
wasn't
picture?
a nude. It just so happened a comic just popped up on IG. It was
Oh,
just
okay. I thought he was looking at nudes. I was like, man, Jay is a multitasker. So you're going to understand this about Chad Gable. Anyway, when you...
When did you do the eye cut?
You got to look at Chad Gable. Anyway, so when you look at the...
So the story we just said of how you do that.
Yeah.
The thing about when you bring up main event level people to face Damian Priest.
Yes.
You look at Raw's roster right now, there's a list of people that we know the number one contenders right now is Jey Uso. Right.
For world title.
For the world.
Thank you, Eastside Reviews. I definitely do think that they split Chad off from the Alpha Academy because they don't want to turn heel. Keep going, brother.
I've been talking nonsense this movie talk. Yeah, you want to believe that though. But are you still here? Guess what?
Why do you find the negative comment?
Because it's the most recent one.
Oh, I'm like, how do you even find that? I'm looking at all this love. And he's like, what? I like black. And I'm like, hey, man, what are you talking about?
Shut up. So here's the thing. I love black. I think the thing is like, we know this Chad Gable split from Alpha Academy is coming.
Right.
Why delay it? Why delay it? When you say the main event picture, Jey Uso's the number one contender. He's not winning.
That's my point.
Hold that. He's not winning. Eventually, you got to get Gunther up there because you're not, unless you're going to split them, Imperium in this draft.
No.
Okay.
Imperium stays with him throughout the main event scene because that.
So does he become the main event? Because we know what the big main event for Cody is come SummerSlam, him and Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So do you even, again, things like that, do you even bother putting Gunther over there to make him go to something to lose automatically? No, because he's got to get through the Rock first before you even look at that way. And Cody's going to have a run. He's not going to have a Roman run. He's going to have a run, right?
I feel like he takes it to Mania next year.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to have a run. He's not going to have a Roman run.
Yeah.
So you get all these different people going up towards the main event. You still got to build this Intercontinental feud. So you can have...
That was a wild emphasis on Intercontinental just there.
It's Intercontinental feud.
You still got to build this Intercontinental feud. It's like, hey, man, well, it's so much on the Inter
because
and not the Continental.
Man, you broke that too.
You got to do this Intercontinental. Like there's an Outer Continental title.
Yeah, that's what I do for the ladies one. The Outer Continental title. What?
Nothing, brother. We didn't say anything at all, man. That's the secondary title, huh? The Outer Continental
for the women, yeah.
Whew.
Is that bad? Why's that bad? Why is he covering his face? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Whenever you repeat, I didn't do nothing. That's how you know you did something.
I did it.
Yes.
So you
gotta build it up.
And this way to have potentially, either way it goes, whether Chad wins it or not first time around, to have Chad and Sammy back and forth for a while, you can give them 6 months going at this.
No, you don't want to see that for 6 months.
No, you build to a ladder match. That's what I would do with SummerSlam.
You maybe build to make them your next Shawn and Razor ladder match type feud.
I'd rather they do an Iron Man.
Ooh.
That's more
Have we
entertaining.
had an Iron Man Intercontinental match?
No.
Not since yes, they did. Triple H versus The Rock.
It was
That
for
was,
the
for
IC.
the, that was for the world title.
That's for the world
That was
title.
for the IC title.
No, that was in 2000. They had a
It was
ladder
on
match.
SmackDown, right?
Oh yeah, with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee.
Yeah.
No,
So
this is before that. I'm fresh off the documentary of Rivals. The Rock
I
and
remember they had a
Triple
ladder
H
match
had
on.
for
that.
the IC title. Because Bret Hart versus Bret versus Shawn was the first. Every Iron Man. I guess we could ask.
It was for the WWE.
Okay, Iron Man match history.
Yes, for the WWE Championship.
Yeah,
The Rock-
in 2000.
Yeah, was that? Yeah, it was.
What's up, Shane Wayne? It's next door, right? You in here? Oh, cool.
What is that? What is?
Yeah.
It's Dante Chain.
Oh,
So yeah, it was for the yeah. Their Rock with
yeah. Shawn versus Bret was
it was
the first one.
for the WWF title.
Triple H versus Rock, then Benoit versus Angle,
Yeah.
then Brock versus Angle, then Benoit versus Triple H, then that.
So what was it? The 2 out of 3 falls match then?
No. These are all the history of Iron Man matches. You mean was Rock and Triple H 2 out of 3 falls
Right.
match? Let's look.
Yeah, I don't think there was somebody saying it
Because The
was
Rock won it. If it was the WWE Championship, it was definitely.
Yeah, somebody said in the comments it was. Yes, they have Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler at Extreme Rules. Okay,
Give them their name.
I can't see
Eastside
those.
Reviews?
Eastside Reviews. Eastside
Gotcha.
Reviews says that one was for
The IC title.
yeah. Okay, but see how
That's,
long?
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, but do you see how long ago it's been since that?
2018.
2018, and that's been.
Yeah.
But the thing is like it's a rarity. So I could see that would be something great because look, I trained you. I'm Chad Gable. I've trained you.
That montage was hilarious.
But you remember that montage? How much I pushed you.
Mhm.
That means in order to get to that level, I'm
And I
already
can push
there.
you more.
I taught you everything.
I
you
taught
know,
you everything.
not everything I know.
So you
Yeah.
think you can hold this over me? Let's have an Iron Man match, and then maybe you have the last.
I
second.
love this feud. I just don't want it to be Sammy's first feud, and I don't think he's the transitional champ. However, moving on from that, when we get to the tag match, Romans, let's just talk, just brass tacks, the highlights. Them going outside the ring, great, epic. Then you seeing The Rock get speared. Woo!
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, he sold the shit up his spear.
Yeah.
He sold it, boy. He sold that.
Can I
That-
say too? I loved that Cody be like, "Hey man, ref, what do you?" He's like, "He's the boss, man. I don't know what you want."
Hey, when
what you want
Rock
to do."
told him, he said, "You count, you're fired. I'm not playing with you." He was like,
Which that's how that should be done. That's why AEW makes me so mad because John Moxley will be out on the floor for like
Yeah.
2 hours. And you're like, bro, ain't nobody good. I've been counting. Ain't none of y'all gonna do
I'm
nothing.
about to count 180.
Yeah, like 9, 10, 11. Am I the only one? No one else. All right.
Speaking of which, to take a quick detour before we get to night 2, because we already predicted it was going to be Bloodline rules. Because why advertise this if it wasn't going to be shown at Mania?
Could you imagine if they were like, all right, well, it's a normal match now.
All right, guys, normal
Bro,
match. You got it.
I ain't gonna lie, deep down there was a kind of a fear because it was like he kept promoting his Bloodline rules,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden they win. It's not, and then during the match, I'm the boss. This is Bloodline rules.
It's too much.
So night,
I mean,
night,
why you could? Huh, why-
because night 1 wasn't Bloodline rules.
That's
It
what,
just
no,
was.
no, no, what I'm saying is they win.
It just was a dude cheating.
I'm saying Cody and Seth win night 1.
It was a dude
right?
cheating.
No, I'm just saying, what if you get Cody and Seth win night 1, and now you're looking at night 2 like, oh, it's supposed to be a straight up match, right? Halfway through the match,
No, I get your point,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying when you do something like that, now the fans are already going to be like, now this doesn't make sense
Yeah.
for everything that ends up happening in the match that they planned.
but again, you have a Rock come out halfway through.
All right,
No,
well,
yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Got it.
Wait, you're
Just-
saying that's how you would have done it?
That's
If you go that route,
That's too much.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's too much. This
this is all. Wait, how is that too much?
Hey,
We're
man,
already talking about night 2. That's not about.
Let's just keep building. Unless you can have it there. Yeah, that would be crazy. All right, cool. So now when we get to night 2, man, god damn. So now when you get to night 2, bro, opening match, Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
Let me tell you the art. Let me tell you the theater that happened in this match. For the longest time, I kept saying, man, I want CM Punk to be the special guest referee instead of on commentary. And Drew McIntyre has been the best Drew McIntyre we've seen in years.
Yes.
And this is his best heel run yet.
Yeah.
And Seth put on a clinic, man. Seth Rollins went out there, bad leg, bad back, delivered. And you saw the tears in his eyes after 1, 2, 3. Then to only say, you deserve this, right? Leaves. Drew McIntyre goes to hand the title over to his wife. looks at Punk. He should have just went in the back.
He should have
He should have just went in the back.
Yeah.
He goes crazy. He goes over to Punk. Punk is like, hey, man, just celebrate your moment, bro.
Hey,
I've
Punk.
never won a title and people chanted somebody else's name.
Punk said, hey, bro, I can't hear you. I got cans on.
I got cans on. And I went back. I even went back last night to find out what Drew said. And I pieced a couple things together. The first thing he said is that everything that I ever said about you leading up to this, I meant every single word. And if it's up to me, I can't remember what I can't understand what he said when he said that led to this sentence. You shouldn't have said that. And if you say it again, I will end your career. It just won't be an injury. That's what he said.
Okay.
And at that point, that's when Punk was like, okay, all right. And then Drew stood up. Punk was still cool. Drew gave him that suck it, pause. And then CM Punk took his legs out from under him.
Hey, the pause is be right there.
You gotta have him ready. You gotta have him ready. So then he pulls his legs out from under him. We know what happens next. It was beautiful. Damian Priest is our new world champion.
Storytelling. Let me tell you something. This weekend I've been telling everybody, this weekend has been storytelling at its finest.
Yeah.
Triple H even said it in his press conference. Drew McIntyre for weeks has been saying, Seth Rollins, you're more focused on the bloodline. You're not focused on the task at hand.
Right.
You focused on the bloodline. Drew McIntyre won and could not be focused on his win, had to gloat, and CM Punk's look of, I know what this is. You go ahead and have it. As soon as he heard that music play.
Yeah.
Soon as he took that, when he took that brace off, everybody was like,
oh.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Go to sleep, baby?
That's what I thought was about to happen.
Yeah, I thought he was about to hit the go to sleep.
I thought he was about to hit the go to sleep when he took the brace off.
That arm would have, the arm would have collapsed. Yeah.
How would his arm would have been?
Yeah. Let me just do an Anaconda Vice then. I mean, I'll put you in there real quick. Go sleep. Go sleep real quick.
He hit that mark. I was like, he hit that mark with that brace a couple times. I was like, I was looking at you. I was like, yo, and that music dropped.
Yeah.
And I ain't never seen Damian Priest run that fast in my life.
Yeah.
You know that run down that ramp on a football field?
Man.
And then the hit, he say he hit, so they talked to Damian Priest. He said when he hit Drew with the briefcase, it flew.
Mm-hmm.
He thought it almost went into the crowd.
Oh, that would have been something. And then he can't cash in.
Hand me that. No, I'm a fan. Give me the briefcase. So to see him lose that and in front of Punk was beautiful because that's the reason he lost it. Focused on Punk instead of everything. So both champions were not focused. That just kicks off the show.
Yeah.
Again, so many contenders, so many stories still set up.
Yeah, but they already set up his contenders. This is why I pay attention to WWE so much. They set up a contender, his future feuds. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say contenders. They set up his future feuds with Gunther.
Yep.
They set up his future feuds with Rollins. They set up his future feuds with Drew. They also set up his future feud with Jey Uso.
Yeah.
So those are your next 4 opponents for Damian Priest.
And even that coming out of Drew and Punk, one of them are going to, it's going to be I got to get my rematch. Of
course.
I got to get my rematch. You only won because you were able to cash in. So you still have all these different things. Again, that world title picture is set for a while.
I don't think he drops the title until either Survivor Series or Rumble.
I say Rumble.
Wait, Damian?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I say Rumble.
Because you still have to turn him. Let me tell you what's been happening behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
They've been showing Damian Priest get greeted by the legends, greeted by Undertaker, greeted by The Rock, and them congratulating him in front of his fans and his family. And then you get a chance to see this interview with Damian Priest where you get a chance to see him for the first time. Not the character of Damian Priest where he's a heel with the Judgment Day, but you get a chance to see Damian Priest and care about him.
I was homeless for 10 years ago. He said that.
Do it again.
It's like, I was homeless 10 years ago. I was living in my car.
Hey, this is eerie, bro. That's a great Damian Priest.
I'm just so mad it came out of nowhere.
Do the line. Let me tell you my favorite line from Damian Priest. When Bad Bunny came back before their match at Backlash last year, Bad Bunny came out.
About that Monday Night Raw, right?
That Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
He interfered. Damian Priest started beating him up, threw him through the table. And he said this sentence, he shouldn't have gotten involved in our business. Say that.
You shouldn't have gotten involved in our business.
That is so terrible.
You shouldn't have gotten involved. Bro, I laughed so hard.
Why did you make me do that? You shouldn't have gotten involved.
Who's the leader of Judgment Day?
I'm the leader of the Judgment Day.
Say all rise for the Judgment Day.
All rise for the Judgment Day.
Dude, Who knew? Did you know you could do that impression, bro?
No, not until this moment. Now I have to like shop for a
Damn.
for a
You
giant
didn't-
weird purple wig.
And that top.
And
First of
I
all,
gotta go to-
I just want to say,
I gotta go to the Hustler shop.
I just want to say,
The Hustler shop? You're going to Hustlers of Hollywood?
I would like to say for the audience who do not understand what
Don't
happened.
say it. Don't say it.
Let me say it without saying
Don't
it.
say it.
No.
Bedazzle a bralette to wear next week to pretend to be Damian Priest.
Bralette.
Martin
Get a
the
tank top,
bustier.
cut the chest
He
out.
had a bustier.
Damian Priest, wow, boy. Yeah.
All
Learn
right.
your lesson. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
So anyway, so we see that happen. So they're turning him, they're preparing the audience to see him as a face because they got to get him out the
They've
judgment
been
day.
doing that even with the behind the scenes. I get what you're saying with all the accolades and the appreciation he's been getting. It's been slowly but surely happening with the little headbutting with Rhea Ripley.
No, that was showing him what we build up for, which was him being out of the judgment day.
But that's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about purely the offstage stuff that is showing the audience, oh, this dude is likable.
Well, I get
He can be a
but
sellable face.
But I think you and I are saying the same thing. But what it is all in conjunction together because you have to do one thing. You have to take him out the group. And the next part is, when he gets jumped out the group, the goal is to be a face, but it goes to what you were saying. Oh, he's likable. So it's two parts. We're saying the same thing in conjunction, sir.
Cool. All right. So then you go to match number 2,
I
right?
hate this horror.
Man, it's like, you know what I learned a long time ago? Sometimes you just gotta let them have it. Hey man, you got it, brother. It's like, even if you're like, yeah, man, and then you gotta understand because Shane McMahon, he the real owner of the WWE, you'd be like, that's what's up. So match number 3.
Who brings up Shane McMahon?
Shout out to Declan, friend of the show.
Declan.
Who was match number 3?
Number 2 was the Pride versus
They were 2?
that was number 2. The
And it was a great
Philly
match.
street fight. Yeah.
And Montez got that. No, Montez didn't get the pin. Montez did the
frogs.
work
Yeah.
for
did
Bobby to
over-
get the pin.
He did the leap over he got his moment to leap over the corner post, which he damn near cleared the barricade.
And Karrion brought it up at the end. He was like, oh, that happened. It was supposed to happen because Montez did the work. And I was like, oh, he's still sowing those seeds.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So-
And B-Fab, she took some good hits in there too.
Fine. I want to see her have a match, bro. What's
No,
up
you
with her
don't.
and Scarlett? Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't want to see her have a match. I don't know. I didn't want to see her have a match.
Yeah, so then match 3 was, I think it was the triple threat match.
Yeah.
Triple threat match for the United States title.
Yes.
Which was a pretty good match.
That was a great match.
It
That
was
was
a
fun.
great, fun match.
It was fun.
Here's one of the things we can count on for sure. Every main big Logan Paul match, some big YouTuber is there. But
Wait, correction. We skipped LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
that was 3.
That was 3.
Which was also a good match.
Yeah.
Good match.
And it did what it it was just a regular feud, but it did what it needed to do, and it was put LA Knight over at WrestleMania
Mhm.
and put him over in a solid way with a very solid match.
And did nothing to hurt AJ
Did
whatsoever.
nothing to hurt AJ.
Which helped us get part 2 of that match coming this Friday on SmackDown.
What do y'all think of AJ's new theme though?
It's trash.
Trash.
It's trash. He should have changed it.
Trash.
I took it out on Tuesday. That's how bad it is. It's
Hold up.
trash. Need to be rolled out Tuesday morning, boy. And that's what it needed to
It's
get.
trash, bro.
Yeah.
There's something about the organ playing. Yup. That they don't want none. When we first heard that from when he debuted at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something about this new thing. Look, Damian Priest got a new music the next night on Raw. That's a different ball game.
Yeah.
You know,
If you're gonna debut music at WrestleMania, it better be a banger.
it's
It
gotta
better
be a
be.
banger.
It should have been Jelly Rolling like Juvenile on it. Like, that would have been like, oh, I wouldn't expect. Okay, AJ,
AJ,
I wasn't expecting that. All right.
Jelly rolling juvenile.
What
as
was the
much
budget?
as Jelly Roll been there, he need
Yeah.
to cut song.
Yeah. What was the budget on this? All right.
Like,
They spending Tony Khan money on this theme.
hey, never forget MVP had a Silk the Shocker theme for a while.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah.
I mean, look, 3-6
But
Mafia
that-
did Mark Henry's. That was
yes, but
This-
Silk the Shocker was down here. 3-6 Mafia was
yeah,
like
they
it was
Academy
definitely
Award
like
winning
ooh.
3-6 Mafia.
Academy Award winner.
The fact that Silk the Shocker couldn't even like rap on the beat of a wrestling theme was insane. They call
like,
me the beast
first-
when I'm on the beat.
First of all, don't make that face like Silk the Shocker gonna come at him, okay?
Hey, brother, y'all opinions are y'all's and y'all's alone.
Hey,
Oh no, I thought we were partners in all this.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we're partners in the show. But y'all opinions are
whenever he gets off his shift, then he can he can go see the Before the Bell Boys. He can go see the real Click, Daddy. Pause.
Yeah, that daddy threw it all the way up.
Okay. Right.
His
He went from
shift.
looking like Shawn Michaels and Brother Love.
Man, so wow.
What?
What's up with you today, man?
Jay,
You out of control.
you know who Brother Love is. Don't be flabbergasted. How dare you be flabbergasted?
Wow.
I love.
Oh, that Brother Love.
Yeah,
I thought you.
I'm doing Bruce Pritchard. I know.
Okay, I thought you were talking about.
No, I was talking
okay.
Bruce Pritchard.
Hey, because you gotta watch it sometimes with different. So the next match, yeah, we were just a triple threat.
What was the match after that?
Logan Paul won. Great match,
Yeah,
fantastic.
great finish. But
Great
we all
finish.
knew it. We predicted
Yeah.
Logan Paul retaining.
What about I Show Speed being
Hey,
the
somebody
under
had to tell him to chill. Hey, bro, you can't curse like The Rock.
He was cussing.
He's like, hey, bro, you can't curse like The Rock.
Hey man, my kids is watching this.
Man, he got kicked by Randy. That was a real kick.
Hey, Randy
Randy
kicked the dog shit.
He
got a
cussed
horse
the F
leg.
word out of him for that one.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable to see. Because it's kind of like whenever you see, and this is unfortunate to say, but several black content creators or celebs will come on, like the ball boys, the ball sons.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I know you don't watch the product, so you think you could just say all these things, and they came on, dropped the M-bomb and was cussing, and to see him do it on WrestleMania,
Yeah.
it was like, come on, man, this is not that place, bro.
And then the problem is you're not invited back.
Yeah, you're not invited back. You just disrespected the brand and the company.
Yeah.
But anyway, after that match, who was
Also,
after?
I loved KO's entrance with the
golf cart.
the golf cart,
that they had just
and
used the day
the
before.
ECW logo. That was
So
fire.
Damian Priest actually had the ECW colors too. I mean, besides the normal black and purple, they were doing that tribute to Paul because he was talking about how Damian Priest talked about how his first match was down the street.
We got to go back because we talked about the Hall of Fame. We addressed a little bit of Thunderbolt. We didn't talk about Paul Heyman.
Maybe the best Hall of Fame speech of all time.
Ain't no maybe.
Bro,
That's the GOAT. He's
first
the
of all,
best.
No, man.
speech
Ultimate
written.
Warrior was also pretty good.
There was no speech written by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman said he was going to go out there and feel the crowd.
Feel it out, man.
And he felt it. Look, bro, first of all, my man was like, when you heard you deserve it, you're right, I do.
Yeah.
You don't hear many people who go, it's like, man, I'm so humbled.
Also, by the way, just because you bleep out the middle letter of a curse word when you're talking doesn't bleep out the curse word. I just want you to know that. He's like, again, it's like you're still cussing. Let's make some money together, man. All right, keep going. Jesus.
Build an empire, baby.
Yeah, man.
An extreme empire.
He shouldn't have gotten involved. He shouldn't have gotten involved.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I did that.
I didn't feel. You know what? You're right.
But Paul Heyman, dude, to see everybody salute him. I love that Roman gave him his speech.
To come out to the ECW thing
was incredible. I would have said if it wasn't Roman, it should have been CM Punk. And Brock should have been able to be in the crowd. He was with Brock the longest, but I love how he
made
referenced.
sure he brought his name up hard.
And John Heidenreich. He should have been out there too.
But we got the favorites.
You know what?
I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
No, because you're not going to
We
bring
had
hype right with
Devon.
his Michael Cole moment.
We had Devon. We had Bubba Ray. We had Rob Van Dam, friend of the show.
Shout out to Tom.
Dreamer.
That's my boy.
It was great to see all of these. These are his star pupils.
And Tommy Dreamer had once said he had planned to unalive Paul Heyman and himself. So I'm glad that they patched things up.
Oh, yeah. But he said he loved him. He loved him with all his heart.
Also, it's sad that the one other pupil could, because again, tribalism could not be there. One of his greatest, Taz.
Oh, yeah.
Taz. Taz. Yeah, Taz. Yeah.
Speaking of which.
No, we're not finna let with this lousy. He was like, Ryback. Did you hear him bring up Ryback?
Ryback was never one of his.
Ryback was a Paul Heyman guy. Remember with Rybaxel? Like right before Rybaxel, Ryback was managed by Paul Heyman. Remember during the CM Punk feud?
I do remember him representing Curtis Axel and being like, what? And then I remember.
Because of his dad. I remember that part. But I don't remember the Ryback.
So remember when him and when Ryback was heel and Punk was babyface.
Feed me more.
Ryback had 2 runs. The first initial run, we were like, oh man, we like this.
You talking about post Skip Sheffield?
And the second run was when you could see they gave him control back of him being a monster.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm back. And I was like, oh, perfect. And then
He started hurting people. And then it was like, you're back out.
Like, oh man, this guy's brain is made of a peanut. So they had to stop him from talking and doing stuff. You're like, you know what, do the pre-show, bro. Do the pre-show. It's cool. Wake up. I like to eat. Feed me food. I like food. You're like, cool, man. Good for you, buddy. What bus are you riding on the way here? Just wanted to make sure. Blocking people. Remember when he had that Twitter poll? Should the big guy retire? Yeah.
And it was overwhelmingly yes. And
yeah,
he
man,
was
you
like,
should.
Yeah, this isn't. Wait, he was like, if CM Punk returns, I'm gonna retire. And CM Punk came, he was like, well, I actually meant if he comes back to AEW. He was like, nah, bro, we know what you meant.
Yeah, man, that's okay. Just sit down.
Just sit down.
Sit down. Go work at a GNC.
Yeah.
Go work at a GNC, big guy.
So after that match, I'm sorry, Paul Heyman deserved all of his flowers. I felt bad for what I can't pronounce her name properly.
Io Sky?
No.
What the?
We're talking about Hall of Fame.
Oh, Bull Nakano.
Bull Nakano. I felt bad for her journey because, like she said, like she didn't speak English when she got here. People were mean to her. Like it was very hard for her because of language barrier. But the one place she felt safe and fluent was in the ring. And I felt bad because so many legends who wrestled in the 70s, 80s, even 90s, and late 60s never got to enjoy what wrestling is now and the respect that wrestlers are given now in their heyday. And that always makes me feel bad. So it's like the Hall of Fame is always a light at the end of the tunnel because this is Triple H's number one year being the guy to be able to make this happen. But it still makes me feel bad that they didn't get a chance to wrestle in this generation.
Bro, did you not see Bull Nakano? Bull Nakano looked like if you go backstage, give her some hairspray and some boots, she can go right now.
She looked great.
Yeah.
She looks great.
She looks better now than she did.
She did back in the day.
Yeah.
So when you see the pictures that they show her taking with Asuka, Io, Kyrie, all these people, you're like, wait, aren't they the same age almost? You forget.
I don't know if you remember this or realize this, but minority blood ages very different.
I mean, it's a part of all of our cultures. But, you know.
We are the nation of domination. Remember
when they had the two white dudes rapping? Nation of domination, and they coming for penetration. Everybody knows it's about the sensation. You're like, oh, all right. JC Ice and Wolfie D.
Wolfie D.
That's a crazy name.
But Bull Nakano, I would not be surprised if somehow, some way, she has not maybe a full run or a full match, if she has a moment.
No.
I would. Look, I could see just a little something.
I think she's done.
Yeah,
bro.
she's definitely done.
She's done?
Yeah.
So Pete, now we go back into it. We are night 2. After the Logan Paul match was what?
Bailey versus Io.
We all knew it was going to happen. It was a great match, though.
You know what shocked me, though?
What?
No damage control involvement.
Yeah. They kept those storylines very separate.
That was really, like, I get it. They went, like, because we forgot to talk about the fact that Asuka got whipped to shit by Bianca.
Yeah, with that hair?
That hair the night before. Yeah. So it's like, I can understand Asuka not wanting to be involved. Like, you got whelps and all this stuff. But you would have thought.
She gave rid of Sasha Banks' whip.
Man, you're like, whoa! Yeah. But you just.
I'm on my own. I never needed you at all. You know what, sir? You know what? Good job.
Thank you, man.
But you would have thought, seriously.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bianca made you remember, oh yeah, I do know how to skip.
Yeah.
Like, remember, you stopped skipping for a while.
Man,
but
Bianca is hardcore, bro.
But the fact there was no look, we knew the outcome of the match regardless. But I don't want it to take away from what Bailey and both Io can do in the ring. Both of these women can work. Mm-hmm. But you would have thought at some point Dakota Kai
will come in and try to stop it. But again, this is when you look at now the card as a whole after we've seen WrestleMania, there were several matches that could not have interference because they were all building toward this Cody versus Roman thing. So in hindsight, you're like, okay, I get why nobody else interfered in anybody's match. Because you don't want to take that luster away. It was almost taken away when Drew gave the title to his lady for a second. You're like, I want to see Cody do that for his mama. But you know what I mean?
If there's one thing I would like to add, kind of going back, we talked about the triple threat U.S. title match.
Yeah.
So Logan Paul last year had KSI. This year he had ISHO Speed. I think next year who should be under the prime bottle is Drake.
Why?
Because there's always a black.
Hold please. Do I have to ask this question? Do I need to prepare myself for the most asinine statement in history? Because I feel like I don't. Well, you just already said Drake, so I just need
I don't think it's going to be asinine. I don't think it'll be any kind of nines. I believe.
I don't think it's going to be any kind of nines.
Yeah, he said asinine. I don't think it's an asinine, a butter nine, a face of nine, none of the nines. I think
nine.
Yo.
Can't forget about that one.
I think. I think.
Can't forget about that nine, boy. I
think Drake is a influential gentleman who would probably fit in the prime bottle. And I think Drake, he's bought a body that could probably take, a Stone Cold Stunner or something like that.
He's too big now, though.
He's bought a body?
Oh, you said bought a body.
Yeah, he's like built himself up like a Lego man. You don't think that's his real anything, right? This man has extensions and a BBL. Am I wrong? Why are you? Why? Kai Cenat? Yeah, I'll take Kai or Mr. Beast. Put Mr. Beast under the thing.
Drake. I meant Drake is too big of a star.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like. Yeah, but I think Speed's kind of.
I'm a Drake fan. Sorry, Drake, for my friend. Anyway, so after that match,
I've been trying to be so straight laced in this show and let Martin just go off the ring.
You've been trying to be straight laced. I can't wait till this episode drop, boy. I want you to rewatch everything you said. Look at you now.
Look at you.
Look at you now.
Look at you now.
After the triple threat was, I think it was main event.
So yeah, after beating EO and
after Bailey.
After Bailey, yeah. So now, bro, this match was truly the end game of so many storylines. This was the first thing that I'll point out, and this is why we go back to the very beginning of the episode where I said Seth Rollins is the MVP of WrestleMania. To go through an injury, say you're cleared, and we know you ain't cleared because that knee ain't had time to sit down on no ice and really be cool. You came right back in, deliver 5-star matches. You came in and performed in the final match of WrestleMania Night 1 to open Night 2. You're putting everybody over. You pushing Cody out the way to show him, I got your back. The whole world is saying that I'm going to turn on you. I'm not going to turn on you because this is the bigger threat, this bloodline. Then, when we get to the main event, I'll tell you the first person that I was shocked to see, but I shouldn't have been because Jay called this months ago, Cena coming out.
Yeah.
Cena came out to get back his solo. I didn't think the storyline was that strong, but apparently WWE did. And they said, we're going to have him get him out of here. Happened. Cool. Loved it. Then first was Jay Uso. Spears' brother off stage, which was better than the match the night before. Then you see,
not to interrupt, but we saw Jimmy post show like walking with his kid. And he's limping. That really, for me, that told you how, because that was a bump that you would forget about it right after because Cena's out here, Rock's out here, Taker's out here. But seeing him limping and that sacrifice for that one moment was like, man, kudos to them.
Props to the Usos, bro. The entire family. So then you see Jay come out, Spears' brother. Then you see Cena come out. After you see Cena come out, the final boss, The Rock, comes out. Rock comes out with that slow pace, bro, because that was a long walk. He had to say that adrenaline.
Yeah.
Gets in the
bell
ring.
bottoms on.
Them bell bottoms. He had black ones on the night before.
Shouts out to my homie David Allen, who made his gear both nights.
Cool.
He also made the New Day's pastel Easter color suits for the Hall of Fame.
I like those suits.
Yeah,
those were great suits.
Yeah.
So then when you see The Undertaker come out, big pop for sure. And we learned over the week that Austin was supposed to be the guy.
Or was asked to.
was asked to be the guy and they didn't reach the financial thing. And my thing was, you just came back from Mania 38.
Yeah.
Why would you not be there for 40?
Yeah.
And you got to be there for all of 20 seconds.
So my biggest thing, I want to go to Seth Rollins.
It would have taken attention away though. If
Would it?
Austin would have been there, and I thought about this for the past couple of days. If Austin's music would have popped, even though this is still to help Cody, it would have overshined everybody.
Yeah.
He would have had to. Austin would have literally had to go.
Yeah.
Like Taker did after Austin would have literally had to stunner rock boom and leave.
But that's the thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the greatest WWE superstar of all time. There is no disputing that. I don't care about whose favorites are whose favorites. Your favorite's favorite, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And his appearance alone would have overshadowed Cody's win.
That's part about this story.
They would have had to hold off for like at least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody would have had to start getting beat up, and they're like, man, how is this gonna end? Then Austin does it, but still,
it would have taken
Austin's
a while.
music. Yeah, man.
Or Austin would have had to stun Rock, and Rock would have had to backflip all the way back up the ramp.
And at 50 something, boy, that's not an easy situation.
He just stopped to take a breath.
But when you look at Seth Rollins coming in with the Shield music, I'm not gonna lie to you. For a second, I thought Dean Ambrose was coming
know
in.
did.
Yeah.
I was like, what, right? And then Seth comes in, gets Superman punched, turns around, and this is why the Shield music was perfect. Not only did he say to Cody, I'm going to be your Shield, but the Shield music plays, which I'm the Shield, I'm coming, but Seth looks and knows that Roman is about to hit him and takes it because this is for the greater good. Yeah. I know you're still thinking about me. The theme of this WrestleMania should have been...
I know you're still thinking about me.
Jealousy, revenge, and I know you're still thinking about me.
No, the theme was story. The story of Seth and Roman.
Yes.
And Seth even told Roman in that one promo, when they first started saying, I'll be your shield, one thing Seth said, I created this monster.
Yes.
He said, I created this monster, so I got to stop this monster.
Yeah.
And Paul Heyman says it on SmackDown, like, Roman could have hit Cody, would have won, it'd have been done. But 10 years ago, his brain... Oh, you son of a bitch. Let me get this.
And think about this too. One of
my kingdom for a chair.
Yeah. Remember the only pay-per-view loss that Roman had during his run that wasn't in a tag match was
the Royal Rumble.
When Seth got DQ'd because Roman was so pissed off that he came out in the Shield gear with the theme and he choked him out.
It worked once, it worked again. And that was a quick match too.
Yeah.
I loved, now let's get to brass tacks, bro. Cody hitting that final crossroads because he had hit 2 in a row before. He didn't get to 3. He's going to get interrupted.
Wait, we skipped off for one part.
Go ahead.
When Roman did the crossroads, got the 2 count and said, yeah, I knew that move sucked.
That move sucked.
No. We got to go another part. When Solo came in, hit him with the spike, it was like, finish him.
I know.
Roman was like, I know. Roman was in the corner, tired as hell.
But do you know what Lisa, okay, hold that.
Yeah.
So when he gets to the third one, and I'm like, all right, something's about to happen. Everybody in my house, besides Jay and I, were like, man, Roman's retaining. And we were like, no, Cody's going to do it. And they were like, whatever, we ready to throw the ones up. And when that referee, Charles Robinson, hit 3, I screamed at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, you did.
And me and Jay had a moment. So cold.
A kiss?
Come on, man.
I'll kill you, boy.
Come on, man.
Why is that the first thing that
God damn, bro.
Why is that the first thing? Yo,
why can't you share a smooch with your boys?
You're not gonna share a smooch with your boys.
Why can't you just, in a moment of fun?
Hey, yo.
What is wrong with you in a moment of passion?
No, I meant fun. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys are excited about a big victory for your team.
When I saw the white boots, I should have known. I should have known. Look at you now. Look at you now. Bro, we shared a moment and I looked at him and I literally was like, bro, we were right. We did it. I said, grab a belt. He grabbed the WWE because I got my titles up.
Yeah.
I say, you grab the WWE title. I'm rocking the world one. And we just sat in bliss as everybody was quiet. And they were
seething.
wrong. Ooh, they were mad.
They was like, but what does this mean? What does this mean? It was like, yo, do y'all not understand the fresh level of stories that just happened?
Yeah, man. Because now, like I said, the universe is reset. I've been saying this for months. When Roman loses to Cody, whenever that would have been, now the universe is reset to where we can have fresh matchups and every wrestler can now be billed properly and not seen as a loser. You know, no disrespect.
Yeah.
So now when you get to, after this moment, Cody takes that title, hands it to his mother. Tears are in my eyes, bro, because he can't hand it to Dusty, but he can hand it to his mother. It's like he said on the Raw, the penultimate Raw on Miz TV. No, not Miz TV. Was it Miz TV?
It was Miz TV.
In front of the world, bro. It was like the story was finished. He calls Triple H out, calls Bruce Pritchard out.
Hey, he tells Triple H, he's like, hey, I know, because you knew when he called Bruce Pritchard was like, all right, I guess. He's like,
people were booing Bruce Pritchard, which is crazy.
But wait, when he was like, I know he does not want me to call him to come out here. I know he knows. It was like, Triple H, come on. Triple H, like, God damn it.
Why were they booing Bruce?
Years.
What did he do?
They think that he
is just as complicit as Vince McMahon.
Well, no, not even that. I think a lot of people blame a lot of poor storylines and poor storytelling on Bruce Pritchard.
It was all Vince.
Yeah.
It was all Vince, bro.
Yeah. But I think they see Bruce as kind of like a yes man. But I think he's a lot of great ideas we've seen the past 30, 40 years have been Bruce Pritchard.
Here's the question I have for people who are mad at these apparent yes men. When you work for somebody, you're working for them. Your job is to say yes. You say no, you're no longer with the company. You are wished well in your future endeavors. That's number one. Yeah. Now, let's move on to Monday Night Raw Post-Mania. We woke up feeling like it was a dream. Cody comes out, gets handed the respect he deserves. The crowd is cheering him. Triple H, here's your universe, right? The Rock comes out, hands Cody something that Cody reveals on SmackDown.
That's what it was.
Well, what was it though?
Dusty's ring. Dusty's Hall of Fame ring.
Why would The Rock have Dusty's ring?
Probably because Dusty had to pawn a bunch of stuff. Dusty,
what?
Because it's got to be something small that would, because the watch is he already got the watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the press conference, he got the watch back that Dusty used to love that he pawned. What else would he have? The only thing that would make sense in some story way fashion, it would be Dusty's Hall of Fame ring.
No.
Don't know how he got it or what.
Dusty was going through money problems before all of that. Literally rewatched the promo that Cody cut last year with Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Talking about 2002.
No, I'm with you. Yeah.
So he wasn't having money problems in 2007 when he got inducted, and he was already working with the company, and that's what ended up leading to him teaching down at NXT.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a Hall of Fame ring, and that's something Cody would have gotten already from the years. But I love the Rolex bit, but it's like, what did he give him? The speculation was it was a piece of one of Roman's tribal chief beads.
Yeah.
Keys to the RV because The Rock was like, oh, take my RV or something like that. It's up in speculation, but Cody revealed what it was. But I'm like, what was the name of that?
He did. No, I don't think he said exactly what it was. He said He did?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't remember what the thing was.
If anybody in the chat that's watching this right now, let us know. Again, there's so much speculation what it could be.
Shout out Jake Allen Miller, Redco Forever. Yeah, he said he gave him dice. That couldn't have been right. Was it right? A dime bag? Okay, you guys.
Hey, Rock gave, hey man, don't ever break my heart again. Here go that green. Take that.
Yeah, I read so many comments on what they said it could have been.
They're saying it was a pair of dice. Huh. Did Dusty have a gambling problem?
They gave him the watch that
Dusty had pawned.
He
got that
at Mania.
He got that at Mania. So that can't be the same thing The Rock gave him.
The Rolex Cody gifted him and Seth okay.
Oh, so that is something true. They said that there was a gift, that there was Rolexes that Cody, it was only thought that it was Cody and Seth to have them to commemorate the moment, right, for WrestleMania. But you found out Roman has one too. They all got the same Rolex to commemorate that moment.
Roman, Seth, and Cody.
Yes. So now somebody is saying it's possible The Rock has Roman's Rolex and gave it to Cody.
Why would he do that?
Exactly. And who's the somebody that said it?
Bruce gave him a sack of perks. Oh my, okay.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
going to stop
Jesus.
reading the stuff out loud.
Jesus.
A ticket to Black Adam.
That's hilarious.
That's petty.
Never break my heart again. DCEU.
But I love
somebody
seeing
said
that.
Dusty's rent check.
Give the name of the person, man. We got to stop saying somebody said.
Yeah, maybe we can look it up.
But you know when people say somebody's, I'll look it up real quick.
No, he's talking about the comments.
Yeah.
If it's a comment of somebody who said something,
I mean,
give
it's
the
hard
name
to
of
see
who said
everybody's
it.
name by the camera.
Yeah, so Jake said it was a pair of dice. Jake Allen Miller said it's a pair of dice. So what about the line, don't break my heart again? Okay.
Yeah, that was subjective because it could have meant don't go to AEW, or it's like, how did he break your heart in the first place? That's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
However, now,
I guess we'll have to find out in like 5 months for SummerSlam.
exactly. The Rock says, The Rock's,
Got to go away for a little bit.
Yeah.
man, I love this storytelling. Now we're getting back to real stories, real champions being made and seen throughout their runs.
Some fans have speculated that it was the Rolex that Rhodes had gifted The Rock that Johnson returned. So Dusty gave him a Rolex.
For and when for what?
I'm reading a whole different thing.
That's if
they be giving away too many Rolexes. That's
Rolexes are not cheap.
Right. That's why y'all losing money. You can't just be giving somebody a Rolex. Earn that, bro. Like
Triple H and Bruce Pritchard gave Cody the Rolex that Dusty pawned, which I thought was beautiful. Cody Rhodes, this is what I will say. I'm a Cody Rhodes crybaby. Definitely had tears in my eyes rewatching a lot of promos. He's one of the best. What I will say is Cody don't know how to hold that title, bro. And I'm tired of him holding it rolled up and him holding it like against his arm like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, take the strap off and throw it on your shoulder and rock the title.
I would just wear it like a.
Or
Can we
just
talk
wear
about
it.
that uncomfortable moment, that awkward moment with the two of them switching titles?
This
Can
is
The Rock-
awkward.
Can The Rock hold your belt?
This is awkward.
Yeah, but only if I can
okay.
hold yours. Rock.
So
Then he didn't really hold it. He was just holding it in his
I
hand.
was like, oh, okay.
Wait for him not to run out the
got
ring with
it.
it.
So here's what it is. Bruce Pritchard, they gave Cody an identical watch to the one Dusty had. The Rock gave him the original watch. That's what is being said.
No.
I'm reading.
I'm not saying that first of all, I need you to understand that everything that you read on the internet
No,
is
no,
not
no,
the
no.
truth.
I'm saying, but I'm reading.
I understand. I'm not disagreeing. What I'm saying is this, brother. The Rolex that they gave him, Triple H made it his business during a press conference. You left.
Okay.
He left during the press conference. I always want to stick around for that press conference.
I mean, I can rewatch.
Triple H said, I don't know how Bruce did it, but he tracked it down. Not the replica or identical. He found that one.
Right. So what he's saying is during the this is quoting on to you. During the press conference, Triple H revealed that both he and Bruce Pritchard were close to Dusty Rhodes. They know how important the gesture is to Cody. Nick Khan was the one who came up with the initial idea. Bruce Pritchard tracked down the identical watch to the one that belonged to Dusty to give it to Rhodes. So it's not the same watch. It is the exact version of the watch.
Like exact make and model.
Yes.
Okay.
But The Rock got the original.
Now here's why I don't believe that. And this part ain't gonna be no clip. How the fuck did The Rock get the exact watch, but this multi-billionaire did not get the exact watch, only the identical make and model? The Rock come in 3 days later. Yeah, I got the actual watch.
Maybe like he went to his attic or something. It was like, oh.
So during the MMA hour when he was doing that interview with Ariel Helwani,
Cody Rhodes. Cody, okay.
He revealed how him and Rollins shared the gifts. He said that he had gifted Rollins a Rolex with the inscription number 40, a number that represents WrestleMania. He said, but during the interview, Rhodes mentioned there are two. I can't say all has them, but there's more than two. So the one that's possibly again the one that Roman and so there's two other watches, Roman, The Rock, and Seth.
Why don't y'all ever be giving me gifts like that, man?
I barely have $30 in my bank account.
Don't say that.
I don't know how you're gonna cover this session today, but you better figure it out. Look at you now. Hey, yo.
I mean, look, we haven't paid for the past 3 months. So
Who has it?
I am.
I'm just
I was gonna say,
Shit.
I've been sending you something.
Sheldon Jackson.
I'm not gonna pull me out. Stop like.
I don't play about that money, but
Who has it?
The Rock and Cody title thing was a flashback to 2013 when Cody did the same thing to The Rock. Yeah, I know that part about him switching championships. We're talking about the gift.
Wait, in 2013, what did Rock and Cody do?
Oh, well, so 2013, that's when the style of the new WWE championship, that style was first presented with The Rock after the John Cena
spinner.
Yeah,
Right,
well, that one didn't spin, but that same style of that one.
Yeah.
So that's when the title got replaced, right? Because Rock took the title off of Punk. Now Rock has the new style of title. Cody Rhodes said, I want to see the title that's going to be synonymous with Cody Rhodes in 13 years. And here we are.
Oh, that in-ring promo where he had the mustache?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Let me tell you something. When I'm in a group chat, I send fire, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get enough responses on the fire.
I be driving
but I'm just telling you.
I mean,
A lot of fire. Go ahead.
we all send a lot of stuff.
I mean, I'm not saying, see, that's the thing. I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm just saying, I send a lot of fire. It doesn't really get acknowledged a lot. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
so according to this author, this author, excuse me. Again, it's part of, like you said, the piece from the Ulafala. Some people said it's potentially a piece from the Ulafala that he could have gave. But also,
wouldn't that break it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's not they can also remake him, excuse me. But the thing is, breaking his heart, when Rock says don't break his heart again, the first breaking his heart is about Roman Reigns disappointing The Rock by losing his match. Now he's handing the mantle over to Rhodes. But also, that goes to SmackDown, where now we have to bring this up real quick when we talk about the Bloodline. We brought up
we was talking about it.
Huh?
You know we talking about it.
Yep, we brought up Jacob Fatu being seen backstage, which we thought was going to debut, but guess who in turn debuted? Tama Tonga. Which shocked, because we were talking about he was going to NXT.
Yeah.
We were under the impression he was going to, and it was like, oh, they're going to keep him away from all this for a while.
He went to NXT, all right. He went to the next member of the Bloodline.
You know what, Mark? Can we do this real quick?
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate that, man. You got the hate out your heart. I appreciate that.
You earned that. You earned that one there. So wait, first of all, you got Paul Heyman telling the story. He in the ring with Solo and Jimmy.
But wait, that's the beginning of this. That's why that episode was so powerful.
Yeah.
Because Paul Heyman set the groundwork foundation by saying, when they looked at Cody's dressing room, because they were ready to go in, thinking it's the Bloodline. He's like, what? He's like, we lost. When you lose, there are consequences. Wins and losses matter.
Yeah.
That seed planted in Solo's head for the entire episode. So when we got to was that the end of it? No, that was the beginning of the night.
Yeah.
When you see, after Cody then said his thing and he went off into the sunset, and you see Solo, Jimmy, and Paul Heyman there, and Solo says, wins and losses matter, right? You lose, you get punished, right?
Hey,
I'm thinking he's immediately
fear in Paul Heyman's eyes.
Oh, dude, Paul Heyman give that man an Oscar.
He deserves it.
And an Emmy.
He deserves them. Both of them.
AVN Award, all of them. Anyway, so he did the, what were you saying? He did the promo, and
why does he deserve an AVN? From your perspective, why does he deserve one?
Just a great male actor, man.
Hey, yo! Okay, all right.
Okay,
all right. So can you continue, please, CT?
That's crazy.
Please, CT. Please, CT. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
His promos titillate you, huh?
So orgasmic, you'd say.
His promos never delineate from the play.
You know what?
Delineate. It was good. So Paul Heyman sets that groundwork. Solo says wins and losses matter, right? So if you lose, you get punished. I immediately was like, okay, he's about to say Roman's getting him when he gets back. No. He takes it out on Jimmy and does the same thing that Roman had done to Jay. Gave him the hug and said, I love you.
You my brother.
You my brother. Tear coming down the eye.
Yeah.
Proceeds to take him out, right? Which, let's pause.
Wait, you got to go right for 1 second. Jimmy, we go like, yo, consequence will be made. Hey, Jimmy go, hey, what you talking about?
I'm big brother.
I'm big bro, yeah.
Hey, what you talking about? Like, Jimmy squared, I give Jimmy his props and be like, hey, bro, don't run up on me.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. My thought is this. Jimmy had the moment at WrestleMania against Jay to where he had the opportunity for him to lose. And we know he couldn't because it was still night one and it was before the final battle. But to be able to be like, all right, you my brother, I love you, you won. But he didn't take that route, so he was heel. So now him getting jumped out of the bloodline, he immediately becomes face. But where does he exist now?
Oh.
Even if he goes to Raw during the draft.
Oh, baby boy, you don't know? We finna get Bloodline Civil War to the fullest.
I'm not saying we're in it. I'm talking about specifically Jimmy.
You got to no. He'll float around SmackDown. He doesn't. You don't put him on Raw. You have him float around SmackDown. You know, again, he's been this dude. Remember, his return to the Bloodline initially was too quick.
Yeah, because we thought it was going to be him being on Raw like Jay is and having his own thing.
But even still, remember, it was like less than a month when he was like, they were split up. They weren't doing it. He was like, hey, I'm coming back home.
Right.
Now there's no coming back. You're just a dude wandering.
Man without island. But,
you're man without island.
So now you go to
literally
seeing Tammy Tonga. What's his
Bro.
name?
Tama Tonga.
Tama Tonga.
Tammy, that's his sister.
That's a sister.
Is it?
No.
Oh, I'm like, that's hilarious. So now you see the situation and you like,
Tammy, Tama, and Tomas.
cool. So now you see that Paul Heyman's like, call Robert. He breaks the phone.
Takes that, snatched it, stepped on it.
He said everything except I'm the tribal chief now, which is something that you predicted about 4 months ago. However, this is a new bloodline. And now that we know officially Jacob is there, they're probably going to debut him next. So now you got Solo's bloodline versus Roman's bloodline because they need Jay and they need Jimmy to be back on one accord and they need Paul Heyman. But who does Paul Heyman go to? Solo?
Easy. Paul Heyman stays with Roman and them. And guess who's the last person in that war
Before I
games?
guess, what is this dance about?
Because I'm happy about my thought process.
Hey, yo.
I'm happy about my thought process. So
You dance like a 16-year-old black girl got to go to prom. I ain't got to go to school tomorrow.
So Jacob's debut comes during Jay's match.
That's a wild dance.
That's a wild dance.
Can I? Is it gonna? Never mind.
No, do it.
I was gonna say I don't know why, but that made me want Popeyes.
Love that chicken for Popeyes.
It's like your little house. Like, oh man, I could go for Popeyes.
I
after
could
this.
go for some Popeye.
Yeah.
Jacob's debut comes in Jay's match versus Damian Priest.
Ooh, I like that.
Just like, remember how Jay almost had the Intercontinental title versus Gunther.
And then
Jimmy
Jimmy
interfered.
came out, yeah.
But now, when it looks like he's about to beat Damian Priest, Jacob interferes. So now Solo's bloodline is Jacob, Solo, Tama, and The Rock. By orders of the tribal chief.
I want him to come back. I love that final boss gimmick, but I want him to acknowledge that he's the high chief.
Yeah, he probably will.
Yeah.
But so this builds you up to the Bloodline Civil War that is really the Bloodline Civil War at War Games.
It's going to be Roman versus Solo at SummerSlam. He's going to wait on that rematch.
I think you save that.
I think you save that.
You save Roman versus Solo?
Yes, I think next year's Mania, Roman beats Rock. And then following that, Solo's like, see, I told y'all should have left.
Yeah, because you got to keep building Solo up.
Yeah.
Oh, they're already
but that's what I'm
building
saying.
him up.
In order for this match to really have the oomph you want it to have, you got to go through all these steps with that. So you get, again, Solo, Tama, Jacob, The Rock on one side. The other side, Roman, the Usos, and they need a fourth. Guess who the fourth is?
Cody Rhodes.
No.
Did you say Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
No. The
That's
honorary
a good story.
Us.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
No.
Why not? Who else?
Sammy needs to be off doing his own. That storyline is done.
No. It can, but in this is the off. This is that one-off thing. Because there's look, I feel where you're coming from.
Rikishi.
I feel where you're coming from.
Sean Maluda.
It's Sami Zayn.
Oh, also, what
Lance
if they
Noye.
What if they drop when the draft happens? What if Nia Jax joins Solo's bloodline?
But it's still when we got to get to war. I'm talking about. I get that part. We still build it up with the first female member of the bloodline, but the war game setup because that's what this is building to.
Yeah, but that's delayed. I'm talking about for the next couple of months. This storytelling immediate. We already got the big match of Mania. We got Survivor Series. Bam, War Games. But building up to this, who is going to be? It's even right now. It's Roman and the Usos, and then it's Solo, Jacob, and Tonga.
Yeah,
Tonga,
but again, you keep forgetting The Rock, who's coming back at Rock versus Cody at SummerSlam, right? Rock assumes the title of the head of the bloodline, where Solo understands, yo, I gotta fall in line for real. He's watched Roman get beat.
My cousin was in Fast and Furious, so let me fall in line.
Let me fall in the line.
Also,
let me fall in line.
Also, the fact that when Solo started talking, he was like, That's all you got? Because I watched that John Cena one the first time when he thought he was like, oh, I ain't got no voice. I can do this in 90 seconds.
Yo,
He destroyed him so fast.
cooked him. So,
But you get what I'm saying though. So
I get
like
it.
you build that up, and so you still, because no matter what, the only other I hate to say it this way, loose Samoan out here is Zilla, and he's not getting signed yet.
And
why
Lance.
don't you think so?
Zilla's too young. and way. I understand
still
Solo
green,
was green. I understand Solo was green when they brought him in, but Zilla is way too green.
What makes you say that?
He's under a year, right?
He's under a year.
Yeah.
Of
Solo,
wrestling?
Yeah. Solo at least had like 3 in his belt already.
He was already down in NXT for a second too.
And he was NXT. He was on the Indies already. Zilla is fresh out the gate.
Okay.
So by the time you get to going to this point, you need somebody that can. Cody Rhodes' thing will be come Survivor Series is going to be whether it's a Gunther if they don't decide to say that for Mania because it's a potential Mania match, or an LA Knight, whoever they decide to give him at Survivor Series because
Survivor Series. I thought you were about to say SummerSlam. I'm like, AJ is going to be that opponent for Cody.
No, okay,
Yeah.
but no matter what, Cody has his own thing, so he's not involved in this
Survivor
Bloodline
Series.
Civil War.
Yeah.
But the only person that makes sense that is available to help out the one person he shouldn't help, again, we're talking storytelling,
Is Roman Reigns.
is Roman Reigns.
But he helps him because Jay asks him.
Because Jay asked him. Jay says, I got somebody who can help us. You might not like it though.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
So now let's get to Cody. Because let's go to Bayley. Bayley versus Naomi. Again, I get annoyed at that first competitor for this title because we know Bayley isn't a transitional champion.
Yeah.
And Naomi deserves not only another run, but if she's going to turn heel, she's got to be solo heel. She's only been heel one time, and that was when she was with BAD. It was Tamina, her, and Sasha Banks.
I just can't. Here's my issue with Naomi Hill, and please let me know how you feel about it. You too, my brother. Naomi's entrance doesn't allow her to be heel.
It's too fun.
It's too fun.
Very fun.
It's too fun.
Yeah, and I don't think she necessarily needs to be heel. I think if anything, you have Tiffany Stratton kind of still skirting around all of this, and she might be the one to either screw Naomi out of winning the title or just kind of keep inserting herself in that title.
As long as Naomi stays looking strong, and I definitely appreciate her win on Friday because
she
that
needed
made her
that.
look great. But Tiffany Stratton is my number one choice to win the Money in the Bank.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I you know what I'm waiting on though? What I need, and I know it's a Mania match, but I need it sooner than later.
Who?
Tiffany versus Charlotte.
yeah.
I need that in my system, bro.
I don't think she's ready for that yet.
She's
She's an incredible performer. But I'm talking about that.
I think Charlotte does Charlotte is that bar to elevate talent for women.
She is, but she's not a great face. She's a better heel.
So here's what I would do. When Charlotte's supposed to come back,
She should be back by SummerSlam.
to have Charlotte come back heel and beat Bayley.
And then let Tiffany go for the cash in.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bayley could win it back at some point, or Naomi, or anybody could really fill that role of the person who needs to beat Charlotte, and then have Tiffany cash in on them.
Can I do something real fast, guys?
Let's hear it.
I like to acknowledge we got a whole bunch of people. We're doing this live. And shouts out to all of y'all in the chat that are watching us live, people that are interacting in the chat, all the viewers, everything. We love every single one of y'all. If you are watching us on YouTube right now, please get in the comments, engage with this. Let us know the timestamp when you're giving us your thoughts about this. If you're listening on the podcast feed, let us know. I want to make sure that we acknowledge all of y'all because we couldn't be doing this without y'all. We did a double deluxe episode today specifically for y'all. I apologize for breaking the conversation, but I wanted to make sure we got the love out.
Not
to
even
people.
only that, ladies and gentlemen that are leaving these comments, do us a favor because this episode is going to be recut. And for the live people, yes, but you're going to see the episode tomorrow. Do us a favor as you're watching this episode, come back when the episode is posted and leave a new comment so we can grow this engagement and grow this channel and grow the show. Because without you guys, we don't have anything.
Oh my God, we just forgot about something. I thought about this.
What's that?
Where does Cody Rhodes fit in this Randy Orton story? Because they've got to come against each other for this title.
It's got to be a while, and Randy has to be heel with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's going to be AJ and him for a second. Then it's going to be they can't do Randy second.
So right now we're going Backlash. So we'll get a number one contender for Backlash.
Yeah, AJ Styles.
Then we go Bash at Berlin, I think it is, or is it Money in the Bank?
Bash in Berlin is before Money in the Bank, I think.
Yeah.
So Bash in Berlin, Money in the Bank.
Wait, Money in the Bank is usually June, so it might be June.
Because Clash at the Castle is
July
in there too.
or
That's
August.
yeah, somewhere in the summer.
So they're all. That's what I'm saying. So I'm
Yeah.
looking at all these.
Well,
different,
in August, they said August might have 2 pay-per-views this year, right?
August for sure is SummerSlam though.
Yeah, but I think they said this August might have 2 pay-per-views.
Okay, so might get a second. So we got to go back overseas.
And
gotta have a
what are
crown
they doing?
jewel.
The King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring, and
They are doing that.
yeah, in Saudi Arabia because
So-
they made that announcement.
Okay, so that's a Saudi Arabia joint. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to look at the summer to see where we go here to where do we go towards Survivor Series on towards the Rumble. Who is Cody? Let's do this. Let's go backwards real fast. Who is Cody's WrestleMania opponent next year?
Oh, I honestly thought, I know Rock versus Roman would be a good Mania match, but I also think this was my prediction. So glad you said that. Roman comes back, he's face.
Mhm.
Not to say that Cody's going to be heel anytime soon, but I feel like Roman by January, people are going to be looking at Cody like, all right, man, we want to see Homelander, bro. So I feel like Roman's going to win the Royal Rumble, and it's going to be Roman Cody 3 at Mania.
I mean, it's 1-1.
It is
It
1-1.
is 1-1,
And that's
so-
why.
I see. Honestly, I would do at some point maybe. I think Cody should be the first person to win back-to-back Rumbles.
You
There's
think he
been
should
no
win a
three.
third one
Yeah.
in a row?
Yes, because
Hey.
no one else has done it.
Did you already give him your dealer's number? I can't believe I didn't know you was on that
has not been-
narcotic this whole
now,
time.
here's the thing. Austin is the only one that's won 3, but there has never been
A
a
back-to-back-to-back.
triple repeat.
Listen to me, and I want you to listen to me. Cody Rhodes is my guy. I've been there since that mustache. You hear me?
Mhm.
Dashing?
Yeah. I love Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has already accomplished some amazing things. He has done back-to-back Royal Rumble wins. He has also beaten the legendary streak of Roman Reigns.
Mhm.
That's going to be it for a minute, bro. He's the face of the company. He's not about to win 3 Royal Rumbles in a row because that would suggest that he drops I hate that you're looking at me and you're listening to me impatient.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
That he's going to drop this title before Royal Rumble.
Hey, man, never forget. Look, it was precedent has been set. Brock Lesnar winning the Rumble as champ. Precedent has been set.
Triple H also won the Royal Rumble as champ. Or did
Oh, no,
Roman Reigns
he
win that?
won the title and
In that
became
Royal
champ.
Rumble.
He
Yeah,
won
yeah.
the title. I'm talking about going in the Rumble. Brock's whole thing was, I'm going to go in the Rumble and I'll face myself. That was his whole thing. I'm going to pick my own thing. If you want, I think the problem is with that
That
idea.
was stupid storytelling.
It was,
Yeah,
it was
no, that
weird.
was-
it was
yeah, you
like,
could tell.
what?
Yeah.
That
But
was
I
dumb.
I think though your idea, it does tie to his. Cody has to drop it, and his whole way to get back to it is the Rumble again.
No, I don't
think
like
I think you would lose people.
You would lose people, and you got to understand what they're doing now. All eyes are on Cody.
Mhm.
I'll even tell you, they reacted a certain way when he was like, "This is my kingdom now," and it was like, "Hey, be careful." They
Yeah.
bought into you with the humility, baby. They don't want that other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And could you imagine he goes home later like this?
no, because
I'm
he's
just
just
saying,
stable.
He's too good of a babyface.
He's
I mean,
really
he
good.
is.
Yeah.
But when you saw that back, I sent you all the backlash picture,
Mhm.
and I just said, if he decides to go full Homelander, it is going to be epic
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
because it's going to be something you don't expect.
I want that title to come sooner than later, though. I don't know how long it takes to make that winged eagle, but this is what I want it to look like. I want it to be the same frame as the undisputed WWE Universal title, which is not what they're calling it anymore. They call it the undisputed WWE title. But I wanted it to be the same frame as that. I wanted it to be the golden winged eagle, and I wanted to have the nameplates too, because the original winged eagle didn't have nameplates.
Yeah, nameplates is relatively new since the new
Right.
design.
Yeah.
I think also they could have started the design on the belt anyway, no matter what, just a while ago.
I've seen some AI images of people who created something. I'm like, ooh,
Bro,
that
those
looks
AI
good.
look
images.
good. They look great.
Listen,
They're getting out of control.
Hi guys, as a member of SAG-AFTRA, and we fought for months on the picket lines. I'm firmly against AI and all it stands for. However, the AI picks was amazing.
Crazy, man. But in the meantime, what you got coming up, Jay Washington?
Man, in the meantime, coming up, of course, May 11th, Netflix is a joke, Santa Monica, 7 p.m. My tickets are available. It's about 15 to 20 tickets left, I found out. Please get them if you're in the Santa Monica area. But more importantly, this Tuesday, May 16th, a lot of my viewers are going to love this announcement if you didn't know. May 16th, 6 p.m. Pacific, we are doing a one-off return of Blurs in the Hood.
Is this April 16th or May 16th?
April 16th.
Okay.
This Tuesday. 6 p.m. Pacific. Myself, Winston A. Marshall, we're doing the Blurs in the Hood State of the Union. We'll be on air for like 2 hours on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Blurs in the Hood. I'm telling y'all now, we got a lot of questions. I know people coming from us. Get them in right now. If you remember the Streamlabs way, get them things in now. Be joining us for that. I've got a bunch of other shows, all those things. My social media has it. Instagram, TikTok, Mr. J. Washington. But Blurs in the Hood on Tuesday. That is the big thing for me right now. Tuesday, April 16th, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. If you're on the mountains, figure that shit out yourself. All right, Martin Morrow.
Mark Break Kid, what you got coming up, babe?
Yeah, May 16th through 18th. You can check me out in Club Comedy Seattle, headlining there. Shout out to Last Best Comedy in Bozeman. Had a lot of fun there. But yeah, May 16th to 18th, Club Comedy Seattle. And follow me at Martin and Morrow for all other local shows and things I'm doing.
Is this your first headline joint?
No. I've been
Out of town, I mean.
No, I've been to that.
Man,
Martin puts work in, bro.
Yeah, man.
I followed him. I know the work that he puts in.
Yeah.
How about you, Clayton Thomas?
I'm the Cody Rhodes of comedy right now. I'm trying to go from undesirable to undeniable.
Let me tell you something, boy.
Oh, that's true.
Adrenaline in my soul.
Everybody. First of all, I just want to tell
dropped off way too quick.
We are. We do that first line,
Yeah.
and we need the music just to get to that one
Yeah.
part to go. Whoa!
My father said when I was younger, hard times bring better men.
So Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in LA, April 23rd, I'm doing a Topical Tuesday. Nice show. Small venue. So I only got like 12 tickets left. If you want them, DM me. I don't do all of that. Hey, get the link. If you want them, don't waste my time. DM me. I'll give you the link to get cheaper tickets than the standard price. Also, that's all I'm going to share right now. We'll be back next week, man. It's always a pleasure talking to you boys, man. It's a good time.
Well,
and if you have not, follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Patreon. Also, get the merch. We got shirts. We got hoodies. Hey, Mark, are we able to also go live at Facebook at the same time?
Probably.
All right, let's do that next week.
Yeah, I think. Are we doing that takedown episode? Because I know we got to get ready.
We're about to go right now. Just for them.
Listen.
No. I'm saying for this right now.
Yes, indeed.
So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all take care of yourself. We out.